Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
Luling MMA provides a safe and professional martial arts instruction for kids and adults. Head trainer and owner King Webb is a third-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a first-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Luling MMA offers classes in the sweet science of boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. With experienced trainers and coaches, Luling MMA provides world-class instruction for those that want to learn for recreation or for competition. Luling MMA is located at 212 North Cypress Avenue in Luling, Texas. For more information about Luling MMA, you can go to their website, www.mmaluling.com.
Kent Riddle Properties has been the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast since 2020, and has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion Sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036. Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years, and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern's cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pal's, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle. With 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart, Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
My name is Nathaniel Gonzalez, also known as My Time Gonzalez on the football field.
Same formation.
Same play.
Hand off to Gonzalez. He got room to run across his midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. End zone, touchdown, Gonzalez.
When I'm not on the football field, I run a small Christian brand with 2 of my friends, Sam Mancius and Gabby Longoria. This allows us to spread our Lord and Savior's message. We make shirts, shorts, sweaters, cut-off hoodies, car decals, and drawstrings backpack. My design is to have a unique verse of your choosing on the back of the shirt or hoodie. If you would like to support Stay Holy, scan the QR code and check out what we have. Or for more info, you can send us an email to stayholy21@gmail.com. If Jesus could do it all, we could try. God bless and go Lions.
Welcome to today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by our main sponsors, Kent Riddle Properties, Kreitz Market and Quantum Towing. And now from the press box with the broadcasting crew of our football analyst, the coach Amato Galvez, color commentary TD Tom Dunn, and the voice of Lockhart Lions Sports Emilio the Sarge Juarez.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794. email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
Luling MMA provides a safe and professional martial arts instruction for kids and adults. Head trainer and owner King Webb is a third-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a first-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Luling MMA offers classes in the sweet science of boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. With experienced trainers and coaches, Luling MMA provides world-class instruction for those that want to learn for recreation or for competition. Luling MMA is located at 212 North Cypress Avenue in Luling, Texas. For more information about Luling MMA, you can go to their website, www.mmaluling.com.
Kent Riddle Properties has been the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast since 2020, and has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion Sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036. Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years, and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern's cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
if you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident. Call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle. With 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart, Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
My name is Nathaniel Gonzalez, also known as My Time Gonzalez on the football field.
Same formation.
Same play.
Hand off to Gonzalez. He got room to run across his midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. End zone, touchdown, Gonzalez.
When I'm not on the football field, I run a small Christian brand with 2 of my friends, Sam Mancius and Gabby Longoria. This allows us to spread our Lord and Savior's message. We make shirts, shorts, sweaters, cut-off hoodies, car decals, and drawstrings backpack. My design is to have a unique verse of your choosing on the back of the shirt or hoodie. If you would like to support Stay Holy, scan the QR code and check out what we have. Or for more info, you can send us an email to stayholy21@gmail.com. If Jesus could do it all, we could try. God bless and go Lions.
Welcome to today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by our main sponsors, Kent Riddle Properties, Kreitz Market, and Quantum Towing. And now from the press box with the broadcasting crew of our football analyst, the coach Amato Galvez, color commentary TD Tom Dunn, and the voice of Lockhart Lions Sports, Emilio the Sarge Juarez.
That's right. Might catch me down there at the 50-yard line after hours. That's right.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market's been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
All right, and we are live for week 2 of district play here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as the Lockhart Lions take the road here in Pflugerville, Texas to take on the Hendrickson Hawks at the, as TD likes to mention, the Pflugerville. My name is Emilio Sarge White. Is going to be bringing you all the live play-by-play action. The man to my right, our color commentary guy, TD Tom Dunn, sitting behind us in the booth for our Friday night analyst, the coach, Amado Galvez, and to our far right, Hendrickson Hawk graduate, went to K-State, graduated from K-State, taught a little bit at Lockhart High School, Lockhart Junior High, and he found his way back to Pflugerville Hendrickson because it was too tough to be a teacher at Lockhart. But nonetheless, Sam Wrestler, welcome to the broadcast, Sam.
Hey, happy to be here, guys. It's going to be fun to see, the Hawks take on the Lions, and I have mixed emotions, but I got to go with the alma mater tonight.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, you're outnumbered 3-1 up here.
Hey,
and,
I have a Lions hat on, so I do have a Lions hat on. I have a Hendrickson Hawk polo for homecoming, but I do have one of my Lions hats I bought there at the store across from the pizza place downtown.
There we go. Hopefully at the end of this game, TD, we'll take that hat home with us.
Yeah.
All right.
And that store you're talking about, that is logos down there. They've been making Lockhart apparel for a long time.
That's right. And, of course, I do want to give a shout-out to Lockhart Lions coming up with a big victory on Friday night, Coach. What did Lockhart do last week against Lehman that they weren't able to do in the first 2 weeks of the season?
They showed up and played football. They did a great job on offense and defense and special teams. They got to keep it going because this Hendrickson Hawk team is they're young, but they're very explosive. They have some great receivers, which is going to test our secondary. But our secondary did a great job last week. I hope it continues with tonight.
And I saw the same thing in my scouting report. It's all going to be about can the Lockhart Lions secondary handle the speed of the Hendrickson Hawks receivers. Hendrickson has not been over-explosive on offense so far, scoring 14, 21, and 14 in their 3 outings so far. They are 2-1 coming in tonight. It is homecoming for Hendrickson here at the Field in Pflugerville, Texas.
Hey, we put PF in front of everything here. I like to tell people that PF Chang's was created in Pflugerville.
That's right. Well, I was going to, start off with Puffa Hendrickson.
All right, and once again, welcome everybody to the broadcast. QA for us tonight is going to be Kent Riddle Properties, making sure that we sound good and look good for all you Lockhart Lion fans. And for tonight's broadcast, all you Pflugerville Hendrickson fans that may be tuning in and watching. Of course, right now, I do want to give everybody an opportunity. We do have a couple of giveaways. We have an early bird special that's going to be taking place right now, just as we did last night. Next week, it's homecoming for the Lockhart Lions, and Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and Kent Riddle Properties will be giving away Lockhart Lion home tickets to each home game of the Lockhart Lion football season. Stay tuned to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast of Lockhart Lion Sports to enter your name into the drawing for a chance to win free tickets. Now, hang on to that one real quick, as we also got a Ride in Style number 2 Lions Pride Sports broadcast and Texas Event Shuttle is happy to bring back Ride in Style 2 for the final road game of the season at A&M Consolidated on November 8th, 2024. 5 lucky Lion winners will be selected, and each winner will be able to bring one guest with them. Tickets and food will be provided along with the Ride in Style on a Texas Event Shuttle bus. And as I mentioned, the early bird special, if you want to enter your name into both of those drawings, all you got to do is in the comments section, type in the words double play, and your name will be entered into both of those. And we will be selecting a winner this Sunday afternoon during the halftime of the Dallas Cowboys football game. So regardless of how the game's going, there's going to be at least 3 people that are going to be happy coming out of halftime of that Cowboy game. Now, Coach,
it better be more than that.
Now, Coach, Coach TD, before we get to the key players for the Lockhart Lions, Sam is a Hendrickson Hawks native, so he's going to tap us in on who to look forward to in tonight's game against for the Hendrickson Hawks.
Well, yeah, thanks, Sarge. You know, on this roster, there looks like there's about, 60, 70 names on here. I think if you're a Lockhart fan, you want to look forward to all these players, because if they go to Hendrickson High School, then just the name Hendrickson is just pretty intimidating. Let's just start with that. No, but seriously, the quarterback for the Hawks, Pete Vallejo Jr., number 10. I watched him play a couple weeks ago against the Leander Lions in this stadium. It was 21-0 at half, and he had some wheels in the first quarter. You know, he struggled to get going, has some wheels, made it downfield on a couple long runs, but he actually got knocked out of the game for if I remember correctly, damaged collarbone. And principal, it's a friend of mine, let me know a little while ago he is back. So.
And so it sounds like he not only will be in danger throwing the ball, but is a dual threat and is not afraid to pull it down and take off and run.
Yes, sir. There's also I'm trying to get feedback right now from friends of mine that teach over at Hendrickson, but we have a tall wide receiver who it was, 3rd and 1 the other day, and we threw down the field for about a 50 to 60-yard gain where he just went up over four Leander Lion D-backs and just pulled it down. So I can't think of his name.
That might be number 7, Noah Henderson. I did see on some clips of him definitely making some catches.
That's probably him, because he's kind of like a Des Bryant kind of guy that goes up and makes big plays based on his vertical. So.
Well, and based off that, I do have to say Des caught it.
Oh, he did. No, he did catch it. He did catch it.
100%. And I'll say that till the day I die that Des caught it.
Now, Sarge, I got to ask. A friend of mine is there a giveaway throughout the season for a PS5? Because
no, there isn't. Unless you want to donate one.
We'll see.
All right. As for the Lockhart Lions, TD, defensively, who do you got a key player for the defense for the Lockhart Lions?
Well, I mean, it's the same guy who's been the defensive player of the week in and week out so far in his 24 season. And really, like I said earlier, it's going to be on the secondary to hold these receivers down.
Yeah.
Important part of that is going to be number 5, Aiden Scott. And then also, over at cornerback, I expect Avery Ibarra. He will probably flip they'll probably man him up on that big receiver, and they may flip him and keep him on that. But I expect Ibarra to have a big game. We had his dad in the booth last night with you guys during the JV game.
Oh, yes.
And really looking for Ibarra and Aiden Scott to have good games back in the secondary. And then beyond that, the front line of Lockhart with the mobility of this quarterback, they're going to have to get to him and get some pressure on him. That you can't give him a whole lot of room and contain him in that pocket. Don't let him get out on the perimeter where he can use those legs against us. But I have high hopes for Lockhart to start season off 2-0, looking to get a win in the homecoming spoiler here tonight at the Pflugerville in Pflugerville.
Oh, yes. And, Coach, how important is it to get to 2-0 in district play? Of course, you start district play, you want to start 1-0. We took care of that last week against Lehman. This week we got a stiffer competition in Hendrickson. Going into next week's game, how hard would it be to not overlook Hendrickson and think towards next week to where we could possibly be 3-0 going into the Hayes game?
This is a very big game tonight, Sarge. Henderson's a very good football team, and it'd be great for Lockhart to get 2-0 in district. And we got Cedar Creek next week, and then we follow up with Hayes. So very important for Lockhart to get on the roll. My keys to the game is to run the ball, get an effective running game going, keep the defense off the field because Hendrickson is very explosive on offense.
And we saw that last week. Lockhart's running game helped to open up the passing game as both MyTime Gonzalez and Nathan Rowland ran for over 100 yards last week, I believe.
Yeah. Rowland went 119, Gonzalez 98.
Oh, close enough.
Close enough. We'll call it 100.
But, I mean, that's 220 yards rushing, and then it opened up the passing game last week where sophomore quarterback Caden Mabus was able to find Deutsch. He was able to find Wes Abel. And so, that's just how it's going to work tonight. I think if you can get the running game going, it's going to open up the passing game. I really looked last week for Abel to have a good game. He did catch one really good catch and run, another one just out of the reach of his fingers. Gage Deutsch has been consistent at receiver in every game we've had so far this year, making big catches, and he did have the good old boys fishing catch of the week last week.
Second time that he's gotten that?
Yep, for his second time in a row. Maybe Mr. Abel will be able to grab that belt and wear it for the week for himself this week. But, yeah, just like you said, I look for Lockhart to establish the run to open up the pass.
Yeah.
One important key, guys, is they have the quarterback back. And with the two quarterbacks they had before, they love to run the option. With this quarterback coming back off an injury, I don't know if they're going to try to run him very much. They're probably going to hand the ball off quite a bit or get the ball to the receivers.
And before we get to the coach's keys to victory, let's take a quick timeout as we have 14 minutes and 34 seconds left until kickoff time. And we'll be right back with some more of the Kreitz Market pregame show right here on the Lions Pride Sport broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
And welcome back as we have 12 minutes and 52 seconds left to go here in the Kreitz Market pregame show. Before we get to kickoff, it is a road game for the Lockhart Lions here at the field in Pflugerville, Texas. I'm sorry, JD, the Field in Pflugerville, Texas.
Excuse me.
As the Lockhart Lions take on the Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks. And, Coach, let's start this segment off with the coach's keys to victory for the Lockhart Lions, offensively and defensively. You pick which one you want to go to first.
Well, Sarge, first thing we got to start off with special teams. Our kicking game went good last week. Estrada did a great job. Hope he continues that. Offensively, we need to, like I said before, we need to run the football, keep their offense off the field because they're very, very explosive. And on defense, the main keys get a chance to tackle these guys, tackle them, especially with a quarterback coming back off an injury. We need to make sure he goes down.
And that has been an issue at times for Lockhart wrapping up.
Yeah, it
was
has.
an issue against Victoria West specifically. They've kind of cleaned it up since. What about on the defensive side, Coach?
Wrap up because they're very fast. They're very explosive. We've got to make sure we make the tackle. The last couple of games, the quarterback has really done a good job for them. With this injured guy coming back, we'll see what he can do. But we got to make sure we cover the receivers because they're extremely fast. They run great routes and
they're tall.
They're tall. Yeah, exactly.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me either if you see both quarterbacks at some point in the game. Often when someone's come back from injury, they take their time with them. So it wouldn't surprise me at all.
All right, and as TD mentioned before we took our break, we have a Gage Deutsch as a member of the two-time
Yeah,
Good
that's
Old
right.
Boys Good Old Boys Fishing Catch of the Game.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the one from last week as Mavis caught an awesome pass for a toe tap in the corner. We'll cue that up here in just a minute. Every week, every game, and even the JV games as well, as long as there's candidates to pull from, we will have for you the Good Old Boys Fishing Catch of the Week.
And here it is right here.
And this was just an awesome catch by Deutsch to toe tap. I mean, this thing, I don't know, it might even be good in the NFL right there. But great pass by Mavis, too. You know, the Good Old Boys Fishing Catch of the Week cannot happen, you know, without Mavis slinging that ball out there to the receivers and giving them a chance to put their name on the board. Deutsch is on there twice. We'll be looking to see if maybe he claims it for the third time, or maybe Abel gets a shot at it. There's a few other guys, too, that maybe have a shot. George McGee. You've got Julian White that you may see at wide receiver. Keelan Lyles is a guy who hasn't done a whole lot at receiver, but he's been showing up on special teams big for Lockhart. I don't know if you guys remember the last couple of weeks, Keelan Lyles has made probably 70% of the tackles on special teams for Lockhart, including forcing some fumbles. So keep your eyes out for number 16 Lyles on special teams for Lockhart as well.
And speaking of the Good Old Boys Fishing Catch of the Game, here's week one of Gage Deutsch, and it was a great throw and a great catch, and you could see the toughness of Gage Deutsch not wanting to get tackled as he probably took on the entire Victoria West defense.
Well, we talk about that with Deutsch week in and week out. It's not just he's got length, he's got height, he's got long arms. It's not just that, but it's after the catch what he gives you. And, you know, we like to say he doesn't like grass, you know, because when he catches the football, I mean, I don't think he's made a single catch this year where he's gone down when the first guys hit him. It usually takes 2-3 guys to bring him down, and that's just he's got some big play, explosive ability.
And, of course, one of the big plays from last week against Lehman was an 85-yard touchdown run. Of course, it's going to be sideways. That's the way it would happen to come out.
Just turn your head to the side.
Yeah, just turn it to the side. But it was an 85-yard touchdown run by Nathan Rowland. Coach, how impressive was – oh, he took off. How impressive was that run, TD, as he pretty much got through the line of scrimmage, little trouble, but as soon as he found himself into that open field, he found into that open field, it was a foot race that nobody was going to catch rolling.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was off to the races and really showed his breakaway speed because it wasn't just, 85 yards. By the time he got there was nobody close to him. And on a team that already has a really good running back in number 21, my time, Nathaniel Gonzalez, I think that Nathan Rowland is a great complement to that as we see the Lockhart Lions heading out of their tunnel on the far side of the field in front of a kind of a sparse Lockhart crowd. I'm hoping that we'll see a few more show up. Definitely have had good road showings so far.
Yeah, and speaking of Nate Rowland, my time Gonzalez, this was one of his runs of the night, or against Lehman. Nice, tough run.
And as always, same thing as Deutsch. Yards after contact for my time is the key to it. It's almost like it's better that he get hit early because he just seems to explode after he does get contact, and he doesn't like to go down easy either. Well, we're getting down. We got about 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Lockhart is on the field. Hendrickson Hawks are staging up to get in their tunnel to come out on the field. We'll let Sam do the call when Hendrickson comes out onto the field.
Absolutely, thank you.
And speaking of the TD run, here's a TD run that I was talking about. It was a tough run for my time Gonzalez. It was a 30-yard touchdown run. As you can see, he ran to the right, ran up the middle, ran to the left, took a left at Albuquerque.
And straight on till morning, and he finds the end zone. Yeah, I've been super impressed with his ability.
The elementary and middle school kids are running through the tunnel for homecoming.
Man, that's a ton of them down there. I imagine I see a lot of jerseys, probably kids playing CFPO and middle schoolers.
Yeah, and one more highlight from last week that I was very impressed, and this is Evan Estrada's 46-yard field goal attempt.
And a great kick it was out of the hole to Gage Deutsch. Got a little high snap, but he was able to get that sucker down, and Estrada really put the boot through it. And, you know, in high school, when you can make a field goal 45 yards.
The Hendrickson Hawks are taking the field here on homecoming of 2024.
And I love the paper banner. You know, not a lot of schools still taking the time to have the cheerleaders do the work to paint the paper banner on the night before the big game, and I think that's really cool that Hendrickson does that. Want to just real quick recap, Sarge, on another local team that some folks in Lockhart like to keep track of. Last night I was in attendance at Tony Berger Field over there in South Austin to watch the Bastrop Bears take on the Crockett Cougars.
That was a shellacking.
Well, let me tell you, I mean, so before the first kickoff, we watched warm-up, and I leaned over to my brother-in-law and said, okay, I'm thinking about 42-0 at half. And I was wrong. You know, it wasn't that bad. It was 52 or 56-0 at halftime there at Berger Center. But Bastrop bringing a group of sophomores up from JV. Quite a few of them got moved up to varsity yesterday. One of them was my own nephew, Parker Kirschmer. And, you know, it's funny because talking before the game, it's like, well, you know, they just got moved up. Maybe they won't play. They went in the first quarter, and they played pretty much the entire game. So big game over there last night for the Bastrop Bears and the Bastrop community, and they showed up strong, man. They had probably 400 or 500 people filling the stands over there at Berger Center. But great win over there last night for the Bastrop Bears as they they put those Crockett Cougars away quick. I told my dad, I said, Davy Crockett's got to be rolling over in his grave watching the Bears beat them like that.
And we're about to cut off our headsets and turn up the crowd mic as we're going to have the national anthem. And after that, we're going to give a shout-out to the film crew and the audio-video crew that is here at the field where we're getting our lovely feed from tonight from a student-ran organization here for the Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks. So we'll give them a shout-out at the conclusion of the national anthem and right before kickoff, and then we'll before the coin toss, and we'll get you to the captains of both sides.
And it looks like the national anthem will be performed by the Hendrickson Hawks choir. It looks like it's going to be, I think their ROTC is Marine Corps, I believe. And that was a wonderful rendition of the national anthem by the Pflugerville Hendrickson Varsity Choir. Sorry if our sound wasn't all that great. Got a bit of a southeast wind, and it's blowing right into our crowd mic out there. And it is right at about 90 degrees here, where the clock has 1 minute on it. So we'll be having presentation of the captains and the coin toss here shortly.
And right now, I do want to give a shout out once again to the film crew that's providing the video for us tonight. Olivia Cortez, Luke Nelson, Alyssa Lee, Kate Phillips, Yannick Pukam, Alex Luis, and Amy Lai. Want to give them a big shout out.
And that's the Pflugerville Hendrickson AV group, right?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I believe so it is.
Yes, sir. A friend of mine is a teacher over there, Miss Sullivan.
Okay, big shout out to Miss Sullivan and her crew for providing this.
And we have the captains out at the middle of the field. And I'll let Sarge tell you who the captains for Lockhart are first, once we're able to get a good look at them.
Captain is going to be number 21, Nathaniel Gonzalez.
It looks like Deutsch out there.
Yeah, Gage Deutsch. I keep forgetting who the other two are.
It's number 75.
That's going to be Sal Hinojosa.
And then the last one is 55.
And that's going to be Dylan Obaye. So two juniors and two seniors taking a coin toss. And as for Pflugerville, Sam?
So the captains for the Hawks this evening, I believe the last one on the far left is number, I think, 8, Carnell Spicer. Number 9, Alicia Acrodulo. Dulu. If I said it incorrectly, I apologize. Number 30, Christian Moore, the defensive lineman. And then Elijah Ford, number 74, another offensive lineman. Those are the captains for the home team Hawks. Go Hawks.
And I think we have one correction there. That's number 0, Romello Boykin.
That's right.
The 0 and the 8 is hard to differentiate. Now I'll give you my shot at it. I think it's going to be Akaradolu. Akaradolu.
All right. Well, on my podcast the other night, the quarterback for Tennessee, Ime Gulala or something.
Yeah.
I could not say his name to save my life. So
well, we'll keep an eye during the game out for Oluse Akaradolu. What a name. And Lockhart is receiving the kick to open up the game here at the Puff Field, and we are just about ready to get underway. It's getting later in the year, so we're starting off under the lights. It's Friday night football, folks, and we are ready to go.
Yeah, week 2 of district play is just one kickoff away as Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks won the coin toss and deferred for the second half.
Funny looking kickoff here for the Henderson Hawks.
Yeah, they've got their players paired up in twos.
They're getting ready for the NFL rule change.
that's right.
And he also likes to kick it from the left hash as well.
Yeah, don't NFL or high school football.
So you've got 6 on one side of him and 4 on the other. I think it should be a kickoff to the right, which will be in the area of Caden Roland Bright, who's back there deep for Lockhart with Deutsch.
And this is going to be a high pooch kick. It'll be fielded right around the 21-yard line by
21.
By my time Gonzalez. He'll take it around the right side, and he'll pick up about 6 yards where the Lockhart Lions will start their first possession of the game at the 26-yard line, first down and 10.
That's a tongue twister. 21 catches it at the 21.
He was tackled by number 26, Brody Martinka, defensive back and running back.
And so we'll see sophomore Caden Mabus behind center for the Lockhart Lions. Starting in the backfield with him is going to be 21, Nathaniel Gonzalez. Receivers in the game are going to be number 1, Deutsch on the near side. And it looks like Lockhart will be running the tight end. That's probably number 35, Parker Connor, if I had to guess.
Yeah, Nate Rowland in the backfield along with Caden Mabus and my time Gonzalez. And here we go, first play of the game.
21 personnel from the start for the Lions.
Shotgun formation. Mabus gets the snap, hands it off to Gonzalez, following Rowland over the right side. Got room to run. Tries to get the outside edge and unable to get it, but he'll pick up a big first down out to the 44-yard line in line territory.
What a hole he had to run through there, and a good job by Nathan Rowland leading him through there as he just has his hand on his back, follows him through till Rowland finds a block and then cuts off that block and gets a first down and moves the ball all the way out to the 44-yard line.
Man, deja vu for the Hendrickson Hawk fans from 2 weeks ago.
This time, Roland will get the ball coming around the near side, has to cut it back up, and he'll be stuffed after gaining about a yard.
Now, Roland doing a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage as Hendrickson was ready for the outside run that time. They did a good job containing it and turning him back in.
Yeah, not only getting back to the line of scrimmage, but even picking up a yard in the process.
TD did do a good job of bringing their backers, and they like to shoot them right up the middle.
And Lockhart going to stay with that 21 personnel.
And Deutsch all by himself up to the top. And once again, Roland will get the handoff. Kind of slipped up a little bit as he was trying to cut back towards the outside.
Nice tackle by number 55, linebacker Tristan Sharp.
And actually, folks, I did make a mistake, so I told you it was 21 personnel. Lockhart actually, with 2 tight ends in the game there, they were running both Parker Connor and Malik Hill. Malik Hill playing a little bit more of the fullback spot, but they'll switch it up here as they'll have 3 wide receivers in the game, 1 tight end, 1 running back.
As we got Wes Abel, George McGee coming in as receivers. Gonzalez stays in the game.
And it'll be 3rd and 10 after that loss of 1.
Mavis dropping back for his first pass of the game, throwing over the middle. That one's almost going to be picked off. That one was
Good
intended
coverage.
for Wes Abel.
Yeah,
Good coverage,
great
number
job
2.
by number 2, Maddox Quilter.
Keeler.
Yeah, he was all over Abel. I mean, he was wearing him like a backpack, and just Mavis did almost get it into a very small window there. But Lockhart stalls out, and we'll see.
We got
punting
lucky there because Gage was blocking downfield.
I got to say, if you're a Hendrickson Hawk fan coming out against another team in the Lions, getting a quick 3 and out after the big run is huge.
And Evan Estrada comes in, soccer-style kick, rolls out to his right side,
Fair
gets
catch.
one. And that's going to be fair caught at the 24-yard line. And that's where the Hendrickson Hawks will have their first possession of the game.
And for all my rugby fans out there, we do know it was a rugby-style kick, not a soccer-style kick.
And I want to welcome everybody. We're 10 minutes, 4 seconds left into the Quantum Towing first quarter here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Got a stiff breeze coming in. Let me turn that crowd mic down just a little bit.
It's the train going by that just keeps on going.
Yeah.
And we do expect that breeze should lay down a little bit through the night here as we see the Lockhart defense on the field for the first time.
Handoff.
Handoff coming around towards the near side, and it's going to
number
be chased
10.
out of bounds.
Yep, that's number 10, Trevor Morgan, wide receiver in the jet sweep formation down the right side of the field.
And it was senior Pete Vallejo in there, as we mentioned at the beginning, or sophomore Pete Vallejo. He is returning from injury tonight.
And that was Malik Hill with the stop.
And they'll go quick back out to the spread. They'll have 3 wide receivers up top, 1 on the short side.
Vallejo at shotgun formation. He'll roll around to the right side, keeps it, and he's going to be brought down just as he crosses the 30-yard line out to the 31. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
And Coach told us they like to run the option. And so that'll be a big deal for your outside linebackers tonight. And that's going to be Roland Bright at one side, and then you'll have Portillo on the other side.
One's going to be snapped back. Quick throw out to the near sideline,
Incomplete.
and that's going to be incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 3.
Pass intended to Romelo Boykin, number
And
0.
that's one as a receiver. You got to know where the sticks are in that one because that's right where the quarterback threw it. Boykin just going a few too many steps downfield before he tried to turn back for that one. And just like that, Lockhart defense gets a 3 and out, and the Hendrickson punt team is on.
And Devin Cook will be kicking the ball, punting the ball away, and that'll be, I believe, Nathan Rowland going back.
My time. That's my time.
Gonzalez, he's posted at his own 30-yard line.
What do you think the odds are we'll see a fake here, fellas?
It's close because it's 4th and 3,
And
but they're kind of deep in their own territory.
Yep, fake.
Yeah.
There it
fake.
is.
There it goes.
And that fake is going to be good for a 1st down.
Right up the gut.
And Sam called it. We got our Hendrickson expert in the house, and it pays off early.
I have seen, fellas, I've been playing too much of the college football 25 game. And just the way the punter was moving his hands on the replay, it looks like he was
He was never going to get the ball, yeah. He knew it was going to the up man. Well, good fake by Hendrickson. That gets the ball all the way out to the 43-yard line.
That'll be first down and 10 for the Hawks. And there's going to be movement on the front line.
Little movement there.
And that's going to move them back 5 yards. That'll make it first down and 15.
That'll go against the right tackle, number 75, Cruz Sanchez, the junior for Hendrickson Hawks.
Guys, a play like that gets the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit.
Well, especially after you just have a good fake punt and give yourself fresh life. And
exactly.
Lockhart Lions in the first game of the year, definitely no stranger to the laundry room.
But
Motion.
got motion on the front line. It'll be a
Yep,
handoff
yep.
up the middle, coming around the near side, breaks to an arm tackle, and finally going to be brought down.
That's number 23, Michael Anderson, the senior,
Had
with the
him.
run.
We had him, but let him get away.
And sorry, folks, if there's a bit of delay between our audio and the video that you see.
No.
That's just the video feed we have here tonight. And, well, we can't talk slower as we see it.
Yeah, sorry, folks.
They like to go fast for the first down.
Yeah, here in Pflugerville, we like to be ahead by a second.
Second and 4, quick throw towards the far sideline. That one's going to be caught, and the Lockhart Lions defense will swarm the receiver and bring him down, but not before it's going to be marked as a 1st and 10.
Better get ready because they like to go quick.
Yeah, Hendrickson on the move here.
Again, that was number 10, Trevor Morgan, the junior wide receiver that also plays D-back.
And the ball is placed at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. 3 receivers here to the near side, 1 up top. That's going to be another quick throw. Slant to number 22. Breaks through a couple of tackles and finally going to be brought down
Hunter Hicks.
by Aiden Scott.
Hunter Hicks, Sarge, looked like a really stellar catch and then almost off to the races right there.
Bob Estrada had a beat on him but misses the tackle in the open field.
Get lined up.
That's going to be good for another first down.
Motion.
Yeah, man in motion.
Jet
It'll
sweep.
be a jet sweep coming around to the near side. A couple of more broken tackles, and that's going to be he's going to be brought down by number 25, Joseph Zarita.
Morgan is getting a lot of carries, guys, from the jet sweep tonight. Apparently, the Hawks defensive coordinator, the Hawks offensive coordinator saw a lot of things on film that could.
Yeah, they told him to go to the outside.
Yeah, 2nd and 4 coming up for the Hawks. Man in motion once again, going up to the top of the screen, dropping back, looking over towards the left side, throws it towards the corner.
Wide open.
Receiver wide open at the 4, into the end zone for a Hendrickson touchdown.
And
Touchdown,
that's a
Hawks.
busted coverage for Lockhart as they were manned up, and as he came across, Scott went with him, but then let him go as he went to the perimeter, and nobody out there guarding him. And that's an easy pitch and catch for the Hawks quarterback, and that'll be 6 points for Hendrickson. They'll take the early lead here at the field.
That was the captain, Romello Boykin, the senior, that I said the wrong number originally.
The snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good.
And it'll be 7-0 Hendrickson Hawks over your Lockhart Lions.
And with that, with 6:47 left to go here in the Quantum Towing first quarter, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle. With 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart, Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
And we are back for the Quantum Towing first quarter as the Hendrickson Hawks take the early lead, 7-0 over the Lockhart Lions. I want to give a couple of shout-outs. Got Catherine Lavelle Burkett says, thank you for broadcasting. Haven't been able to make it to a game yet. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, James Santa Cruz was a special guest with us last week. Says, what's up, Sarge, TD, and Coach? Let's go Lions.
Sarge, I want to give a second to give my parents a shout-out.
All
They're
right.
visiting my grandma, and over in Arkansas, they're actually in McDonald County in Missouri watching my cousin, who's a junior, playing high school football tonight under the lights, and so going to give the wrestlers a shout-out.
All right. And Yolanda Rodriguez says, shout out from Vincent Moreno, go Lions.
Well, Coach, if you make a football script and you plan to kick it to the other team, that's exactly how your script goes. You plan to kick it to them, stop them, and then score yourself. And just like that, the Hawks find themselves in the driver's seat in this one.
And a short pooch kick. And Lockhart needs to fall on top of it, and they do just that.
And just barely. And looks like that's going to be Aiden Scott that was able to cover it up there for the Lions. And the Lions will have good starting field position as the ball will be at the, looks like around the, we'll see, 32, 33-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Aiden Scott is everywhere on this field. Haven't seen him on offense yet, though.
He played a little bit offense last year.
And so Lockhart's first drive stalled after a couple good runs. They'll come out with 3 wide receivers to start this series.
Maybes in shotgun formation. He'll hand it off to Gonzalez. He'll come around the near sideline, puts his shoulders down, and he'll pick up a nice chunk of yardage. A gain of about 3. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Tackled by number 2, Maddox Keeler, who TD and I were talking earlier, probably having a competition on pronunciations tonight. But nice tackle by, he had a catch earlier, and now he just made a tackle on the first play of the defense.
2nd and 7 to go.
And here in a little bit, we'll go around the district as we got some district games going on tonight.
Backers are coming.
And going right up the middle, My Time Gonzalez once again picking up the first down and more. Crosses out the 45, out to the 46 for a first down for the Lockhart Lions.
TD, that's very important for the running back to see which hole the backers are coming. That way they can go the opposite direction.
Well, and that's the thing about the blitz against a running team. It can be a blessing and a curse because if you do not get him and he gets past that second level, it can be trouble quick.
Great job by the offensive line to pick up that blitz coming in.
They like to blitz down on the A gap, and hopefully the B gap and C gap will be open.
1st and 10. That'll be a toss to Gonzalez. He'll go around the right side following his blockers, cuts it back upfield. And he'll find his way for about an 8-yard run into Hawk territory out to the 47-yard line where it'll be first down and a long 2.5.
And very workmanlike for Lockhart in my time in this series. It's been all Gonzalez so far. And looks like he'll get a quick break and Roland will come in.
We got 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Gage Deutsch all by himself. Roland will get the handoff, stiffs arm a defender, can't get away, and he'll lose about 3 yards.
Well, and that's something that you can make some adjustments to take advantage of in the second half, especially with some of the RPO options that Lockhart has. Abel was in the slot there, and it would have been a good time to go to him.
3rd and long. Very important 3rd down here. Got to pick the first down.
And we'll have trips to the near side of the field.
3rd and 6 for the Lions.
Deutsch in the slot this time.
Yes, he is.
And dropping back, trying to throw over the middle. That's going to be incomplete to Abel.
And he was hit as he threw, and that's a shame because Abel was wide open, finding the soft spot in the middle of that defense.
We got somebody down.
And as there's an injury on the field, they'll take an injury timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well.
And we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Luling MMA provides a safe and professional martial arts instruction for kids and adults. Head trainer and owner King Webb is a 3rd-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a 1st-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Luling MMA offers classes in the sweet science of boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. With experienced trainers and coaches, Luling MMA provides world-class instruction for those that want to learn for recreation or for competition. Luling MMA is located at 212 North Cypress Avenue in Luling, Texas. For more information about Luling MMA, you can go to their website, www.mmaluling.com.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years, and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
And we're back from injury timeout. The young man was able to walk off the field with a little bit of assistance of the Lions. Evan Estrada is out to punt the ball away.
And Evan Estrada does do the rugby-style kick.
And that one's going to be fair caught at the 18-yard line. And while we'll take the fair catch right in between time, here's other district games going around the state for District, 12 5A Division 1. College Station Cougars at College Station A&M in a big game there. It's 5 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the second quarter. It is all tied up, 14 apiece. No score updates for Buda Hayes versus Cedar Creek at Memorial Stadium. And same thing for Pflugerville Weiss Wolves at Kyle Lehman at Kyle Lehman Lobos at Bob Shelton Stadium. No updates there. Of course, here at the Field, it is the Hawks 7, Lions 0 as the Hawks have their second possession of the game.
High snap. Quarterback draw.
And quarterback will go right up the middle or take off towards the left side, and he'll pick up maybe a yard, half a yard or so.
And I think that was intended to be a jet sweep there, but that high snap,
the high snap threw it off.
Takes that opportunity away, and he just has to pull it down and get what he can.
Okay, we got quads over here. One receiver on top.
But you have to create some pressure in a situation like this, and you got to slide one of those backers out. And it's going to be a quick screen.
And the Lockhart Lions will sniff it out. And
great job by Portillo to get in there and make a play. But not before they're able to pick up a group of yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Hawks from their own 26-yard line.
Could I ask y'all, while we wait for this next play, what's y'all's thoughts on the crowd for homecoming? I know it's a big stadium.
It's hard to fill it, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many seats in this stadium.
I'll tell you what, there's a big crowd in the line over there at the concession stand.
Yeah.
But yeah, good turnout here for Hendrickson for their homecoming night.
And a penalty flag, or not a penalty flag, but a
timeout.
And one thing that we're seeing is late shifts from the Lockhart defense. I know Coach talked about it a little bit earlier, but against an offense like this, you've got to get to where you need to be, and you got to get set. When they had those quads out there, we saw them screaming, yelling, get another guy out there. That can really hurt you on a team that all they're doing is looking to imbalance, right? They're moving one guy from one side of the formation to the other. They're trying to get an imbalance of hat against hat, and if you give it to them, it can be trouble because when you're covering 3 receivers out there, if you don't have the 3rd guy, there's no one left behind you to stop them.
There sure isn't.
They use a lot of formations to get you out of position and to trick you.
Sarge, I got to tell you, I think there's more people in the lines at concession stands than
in the stands
than a Lockhart home game.
They must have good stuff at the concession stand here because they certainly are lined up, and packed out.
Yeah, for the listeners, if you're tuning in, you're a Hendrickson fan, welcome. This is a great group of guys to follow and.
Where?
Well, we always
Sarge
try to broadcast for both sides.
Oh, yeah.
Sarge his humor is always there, always.
Also got to give a big shout out to our QA guy, Kent Riddle, making sure that we sound good and look good for all you Lockhart Lion fans around the world. And for tonight's broadcast, all you Hendrickson Hawk fans that may be tuning in, watching on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, welcome to the broadcast. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Say that 3 times fast, TD.
Big 3rd down for the Lions.
That quarterback keeper coming around the near side, and he's going to get through the initial contact, and he'll get it out to the 36-yard line. It'll be another 1st down for the Hendrickson Hawks.
Got to get lined up.
Well, we talked about the numbers game. They spread Lockhart out, putting trips on top of the field, and then they have a receiver on the bottom, leaving only 5 or 6 men in the box, and then they just run to the weak side.
Sarge, TD, and Coach, if y'all were to tell me, 2 weeks ago that our quarterback
would be back and playing tonight?
Yeah, Vallejo would be back playing and running like that, I would have thought you were extremely crazy because he's out there fighting like like there's nothing wrong with him at all.
Yeah, like nothing ever happened.
It'll be a jet sweep going around the far sideline,
Good
and
job.
that's going to be picked up on a great stop out there.
And that's going to be Romello Boykin once again on the carries. He's gotten a few of those jet sweeps.
Boykin's a great athlete.
And Aiden Scott with the tackle.
And a lot of time with the motion game and the jet motion game. After you see it a few times, the flash starts to die down. You start to anticipate. I mean, you can really, if you see it enough, you can tell when they're going to hand it and tell when it's just motion. Generally, it takes a really good player to keep his body language the same.
Remember, this quarterback's coming off with no practice for the last week.
Yes,
doesn't look like it.
That's 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Hawks. A running back will slide out. It'll be a quick throw.
Make tackle.
Makes a nice little move, and he will be brought down at the 44-yard line, shy of the first down, as Portillo in there to make the initial hit.
Sarge, that reminds me of that Mark Wahlberg movie where he's playing Mickey Ward, and his brother's telling him, this guy just came off the couch. He says, I got to get one of those couches.
So, Coach,
third two here.
I have a quick question for you. So how much adrenaline is this impacting our quarterback, Vallejo?
Makes Lockhart pay attention.
Well, I'm talking about injury-wise.
He can only do so much. He's going to be limited.
He's doing enough so far.
He'll hand it off to the running back. He'll get across the line of scrimmage, and he'll pick up whatever is needed for the first down and more.
I'm not sure what kind of injury is coming off, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure that he had no contact, and he probably maybe only was allowed to do some kind of conditioning.
Oh, yeah, I was told he had a pretty banged up collarbone.
Okay, well, I'm sure definitely no contact.
Yeah, 2 receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. Quick screen out towards the far side, and
missed
breaks to an arm tackle, and it's going to be a foot race down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and a Pflugerville Hawk touchdown.
Touchdown Hawks.
And that was one of Coach's keys to victory for the Lions, was to be sure on the tackling and wrap up. And we see right there, it bites Lockhart in the butt as Hendrickson's able to put a second one in the end zone and go up by 13 against your Lockhart Lions. That solid tackling is a must-have, especially in that screen game.
Especially in the open field.
Well, and great job of play calling by Hendrickson Hawks to spread Lockhart out the way they are and then to pick and choose the spots where they're attacking.
Yeah, a little trouble on the hold. And the Lockhart Lions will sniff it out, and that extra point conversion will be no good.
These refs are really nice. They blow the whistle before you even take the kicker down. He's a kicker. Blow the whistle.
And got a shout out. Coach, would you believe this or not? James Mendez says he's watching from Oklahoma. Says,
wow.
Go Lions.
Hey, that's not Gonzalez.
Yeah, I know. Is there a Gonzalez, Oklahoma?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think it's a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood in Gonzalez.
Okay, there we go.
Like Tanktown.
And he's watching along with 56 others on our Facebook page and a bunch of you folks tuned in on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. We appreciate each and every one of you who dials into us. Make sure you hit that like button if you're on our YouTube. Subscribe to us for all Lions Pride Sports broadcast videos. And if you're on Facebook, hit that share button. Let folks know where they can watch the Lockhart Lions.
Definitely. As we got 40 seconds left to go here in the Quantum Towing first quarter. Hendrickson 13, Lockhart Lions 0. Coach, what is Lockhart going to have to do offensively to get back into this ball game and more importantly, put some points on the board on this drive?
Keep the ball, establish that running game. Got to run the football.
And they have started to establish the running game, and each time they've come up to a long third down, they've struggled to pass the ball. So you really got to get that average up on first and second down to keep yourself out of third and long.
Yeah, you can't throw the game plan out the window right now.
And now that we know we've seen some sneaky kickoffs from Hendrickson, you got to keep eyes open for that. You definitely cannot give them the ball back after scoring. We'll see if that missed extra point or botched extra point comes into play later in the game.
And Damian Salinas says, let's go Lions as we get set to kick this one away. And it's going to be a little bit deeper pooch kick. And it'll be fielded by 21 at the 20 this time. He'll go around the right side, cuts it up the middle, bounces it out to the near side. Got room to run.
Go.
Got the block in front of him.
Got to run that kicker
Got to
over.
beat the kicker, and the kicker is going to help assist with the tackle as My Time Gonzalez is going to be knocked out of bounds.
Well,
right around the 38-yard line.
Got a flag down.
The kicker played it just right to get a push and not try to get right in front of him and tackle.
Over there by Coach Mavis.
We got a penalty right around the 30. Might be offsides on the kicking team.
Yeah, that's far away from where anything was happening on the play.
Well, Coach Mavis does not look very upset.
Yeah, it
looks like they're asking.
Let them have it.
I think
we don't need
decline
it. Yeah, we don't need it.
So big return by My Time puts the ball into Hendrickson Hawks territory to start off. Lockhart with their best field position of the night. Ball at the Hendrickson Hawks 34-yard line.
I want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Chris. He's watching from Iowa. Went to Cedar Ridge High School and huge high school football fan. So here's your shout out, Chris. I hope your Cyclones play well tomorrow against Arkansas State, but don't get the win.
Well, Arkansas State. I watched them play
Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan, and they didn't do too bad. Some people, faulted Michigan, but I thought they had a pretty good team, Arkansas State.
They did. That's where my mom went to school.
And it looks like a timeout's going to be called by the Hendrickson Hawks. That'll be their second of the half with 29 seconds left to go here in the Quantum Torrent first quarter. Before we continue on, saw someone that came in, and I've been meaning to give them a big shout-out for something that they did that I really appreciate. That's one Kevin Mills. Coach Pete Arciniega, the head coach and head trainer and owner of Arciniega Boxing Ministries and Outreach Program, had a fundraiser a few weeks back, and Kevin Mills contributed quite a bit of barbecue for that. So I do want to give you a big shout out, as Coach Peter Arciniega is pretty much my mentor when it comes to life, and he was a huge impact in my life when I started off my mixed martial arts career. Of course, back then, boxing and MMA didn't really mix together, and a lot of MMA boxing gyms didn't want me there because they didn't want to teach anything that had to do with MMA. But Coach Pete was the one that opened up his gym and opened up his arms to me, and it was fantastic, and it worked out just fine.
Sarge, I do got to ask real quick, during this timeout, so it's 13-0 Hawks at the 29-second mark in the first quarter. What are your thoughts of a possibility of a repeat of last night's 78-0 score?
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't think that's happening.
I tell you, like a famous quote that was said during the debate, we won't get into it, but Lockhart is not Crockett. Obviously not Crockett.
Lockhart is not Crockett.
All right. I got a shout out from Angie Gonzalez Sanchez. Best wishes, Lockhart Lions, and safe travels to all from the city of Lockhart Pro Tem Angie Gonzalez Sanchez and Robert P. Sanchez, a proud Lockhart High School alumni family. Thank you for tuning in.
If you're a Hendrickson fan, make yourself known in this chat.
Yeah, that's right. Drop us a comment in the chat. We'll give you a shout out as well.
And then we'll delete you right after. No, I'm just kidding. Paul Lanceta says, let's get that W. Yolanda Rodriguez, we were watching from Lynn Springs, her grandson and herself. So thank you for tuning in and watching. As we get back to action, it is first down and 10 for the Lockhart Lions at the 34-yard line. In Hawk territory, after the big return by My Time Gonzalez.
Quarterback.
Mabe is going around the right side, and he's going to be brought down from behind.
Close to a first down.
I think he's got just enough. We'll see where they mark it. Maybe at just a couple inches short.
Great call there, TD.
And man, really looked like he was still up there when he passed the marker. But nevertheless, it's going to be second down and short for the Lions. My Time in the backfield with Mavis.
That's the
be
end
a
of the
pistol
quarter.
formation this time.
That's second and one. Very manageable from here.
That is the end of the first quarter, Sarge.
And that'll do it for the Quantum Torrent first quarter. After one quarter of play, it is Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks 13, Lockhart Lions 0. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with your Shields AC and Heating second quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
And we're back for the start of that Shields AC and Heating second quarter with the Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks leading the Lockhart Lions 13-0. Lockhart Lions on the move, though, as they have the ball at the 25-yard line in Hawk territory. We're to be second down and 1 when we get started. And once again, want to give a big shout out to our main sponsors here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, Kent Riddle Properties, Kreitz Market, and Quantum Towing. Of course, at the end of the contest, we will have your Kreitz Market post-game show where we will announce the Kreitz Market offensive players of the game and your Quantum Towing defensive players of the game for tonight's contest against the Hawks. And here we go as we get back into action. Second down and 1. Mavis in shotgun formation. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. And my time Gonzalez offset to the left side of Mavis. Gage Deutsch all by himself down here at the bottom. And they'll hand it off to Gonzalez. He'll bounce it off to the near side. Great open field tackle.
Just enough for a first down, though.
Just enough. And that was a great tackle by the Hawks, Coach, because if that tackle wasn't there, Gonzalez is in the end zone for 6.
Oh, great open field tackle.
So that's going to move the yard markers. And they'll bring up a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here comes TD with a plate of food.
And a Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, that's what I need.
Yeah. If you go, Coach, bring me one back.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got first down and 10 for the Lions. And that'll be my time. Gonzalez coming around the near side following the lead block of Nathan Rowland. And he'll be brought down inside the 20-yard line to the 19-yard line. That'll bring up second down and 5.
Guys, I'm hoping for a long drive by Lockhart that just is penalties and then back here and then penalties and back here. I like the view right here. I like the view right here, right in front of me at the Hendrickson Hawk 19. I mean, it's right in front of me. So as long as it can stay right here, we're good.
All right, second down and 5 coming up. 11:03 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. Mavis with the snap. He'll hand it off to, he'll keep it himself. He'll go right up the middle, and he'll be tackled at the 15-yard line.
Good run by Mr. Mavis.
It'll be a yard shy of the first down.
Henderson brings in an extra lineman, takes out a linebacker.
Started to try to stack up against that run that has been successful on this drive so far for the Lions.
Third and 1?
Yeah, Sarge? 3rd and 1.
2 running backs in the game.
Oh, we moved.
Yeah, moving at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be poor Malik Hill being called with a false start.
Oh, didn't need that.
Well, we talked about keeping third and manageable and, picking up yards on first and second down. And Lions are going to face third and 6
wait a minute.
after this.
Did Coach Mavis call a timeout before that?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that was Pflugerville Hendrickson that called the timeout.
We'll take it. Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Good
I tell you what, yeah. No, bad call because that would have been a false start on the Lions. So when they come back to play, the ball is going to be still placed at the 15-yard line.
And the Hawks
it'll remain third down and 1.
Let me rephrase that, Sarge. Good call on the Hendrickson timeout.
Yes.
And that's Lockhart's first timeout?
No, that's Lockhart's already called 1 timeout. They got 2, and Hendrickson has 1 timeout remaining. We've got a couple of score updates. Still tied up at halftime now between College Station and A&M Consolidated. And no score yet posted in the second quarter. Buda Hayes and Cedar Creek, it is 0-0 in the second quarter. Wow. And Pflugerville Weiss Wolves 21-0 with 3:18 left to go at Bob Shelton Stadium versus the Lehman Lobos. Any updates on the big game?
Yes,
in the
here
state?
we got Sibley still 10, Westlake 3, second quarter.
Wow. Westlake lost last week, and I can't remember the last time Westlake lost 2 in a row.
It's been a long time.
Speaking of the last time, guys, I don't know if you have the stat or not, or if it's easy accessible, but I believe the last time these two teams on the field in front of us played was like 2005. Sarge, I think at your house during COVID, I came over and we watched film with Coach, and we commentated back-to-back games of in Lockhart and then at our stadium over on the other side of town. I think that was the last time these teams played, because I believe we played a playoff game against Lockhart. Played Weiss a couple years ago here, and that's when I was working in the junior high. And then since then, I don't know if Hendrickson's played them or not. Do y'all know? Or
no, they haven't played Hendrickson since then.
Okay.
But like you said, yeah, they definitely did play Weiss in the stadium, and then last year Lockhart was victorious over Conley here. Weiss has been a bit of a playoff killer for Lockhart as they've put Lockhart out of the football playoffs, the baseball playoffs, basketball playoffs.
Swimming, and we were in swimming competition.
And so it will still be 3rd and 1. Ball on the 15-yard line for the Lions.
Yeah, so an untimely timeout.
Heavy formation for the Lions. 2 tight ends, 2 running backs.
Yeah, maybe gets a snap. He'll hand it off to
Roland
up the middle, and Roland will get the first down out to the 12-yard line.
Rolling.
Keep him going, rolling.
And Lockhart threatening for the first time in the game. They'll be able to get a first down without scoring. They'll have to get down to the 2-yard line to do that.
Here we go, first down.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 12 in Hawk territory. Inside the red zone for the first time this evening. Hand off to Roland. He'll bounce around. Still goes right up the middle, out towards the 8-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 9.
Good vision there by Mr. Roland.
Very patient run as well. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Great job by the film crew here tonight, Sarge, giving you some good close-up shots on these running plays.
I'll give them a shout-out here after the Lockhart Lions put their points on the board once again. Same formation for the Lions. Same play as Roland gets it. Very patient run, and he'll pick up another 2 yards.
What's the kicking game look like, fellas, for the
Oh,
Lions?
real good. We got a great kicker in Evan Estrada. Booted one from 46 yards out yet last week against Lehman.
Oh, that is impressive. Anything, I think, 40 or higher in high school.
Yeah, and get this, he's only a sophomore.
Oh, wow. He'll be on UT in about 4 years.
And hopefully. So 3rd down and 5 coming up. Of course, this is probably going to be 2-down territory unless Lockhart decides to go for the field goal. Hand off to Roland once again. He's going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and actually he might have lost a yard.
Here comes your Estrada kicker.
Field goal.
Or kicker Estrada, excuse me.
So big defensive stop for the Hawks.
Number 11, correct?
Yes.
That's correct, and we're yet to give a nickname to Estrada, as we have had 3 years where we've had kickers in a row that have had nicknames. We'll continue to work on one for him.
Yeah, it's going to be marked at the 15. It'll be a 25-yard field goal attempt. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good.
And easy kick there for Estrada, and Lockhart gets on the board and cuts the lead to 11.
Sarge, do you do push-ups for a touchdown?
Or actually
no.
10.
The only push-up I do is get out of bed. So with 7:52 left to go here in the Shields AC Heating second quarter, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
And we are back with 7:52 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter as Evan Estrada boots it out from 25 yards away to put the Lions on the board.
And you get a good look at the Hendrickson student section there. It is homecoming, and they are fired up. Their team is ahead by 10 points here. Sarge, we talked about that extra point that was missed earlier. You know, so with the field goal, it's only a 10-point lead. It's a two-possession lead.
That's going to be a high pooch kick caught right around the 19-yard line by the Hawks. He'll bring it up the middle. Got room to run. Takes it out the far sideline. Got to get past Estrada, the last man to beat, and Estrada's going to push him out of bounds as there's a penalty flag out here by the 37-yard line.
And that's going to
Abel's pumping his fist like it's going to go. It's going to go against the Hawks.
That was a block in the back against Abel, and he was far away from the play. One of those deals where, as a coach, you just get furious because he was nowhere near, making the play when they blocked him in the back.
As coach brings me a nice cold Dr. Pepper as they move the flag back to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a legal block.
That'll be a personal foul, so that'll be 15 yards from the spot, which should move the ball all the way back into Hawk territory. So, or just about right at midfield. They didn't call personal foul. It was only a 10-yard penalty.
Yes.
So just a block in the back.
So all scores still remain the same in district play. Wolves 21, Lobos 0.
All right, Lockhart defense has got to find a way to slow down this Weiss offense as they spread them out and be sure tackles.
Yeah, quick throw through the far sideline, and, of course, got a clear tackle right there. That was number 9, Dylan White, on the stop.
And that's what Lockhart needs. We need to be strong on these tackles and wrap up these offensemen from Weiss.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
As a big part of them spreading you out is just so they can get people in space.
Quick screen.
And fake the screen. The quarterback keeper caught me
job.
off guard. And great job by the defense by not falling for it as Santiago Guerra comes up from the tackle.
Both Guerra and Portillo saw it and were not fooled by it and did a good job collapsing down and minimizing the gain. Be 3rd down and 3. Big opportunity here for the Lions to get off the field.
Yeah, Miguel Portillo is not Miguel Portillo. Malik Hill also on the stop.
And Lockhart is going to have to come up with a 3rd down stop if they want to find a way to claw their way back into this thing.
TD, I hope you're wrong with that. No, I'm just messing with you.
Motion.
And
Quarterback
keeper coming around the near side. Pitches it out. That's going to be a fumble.
It went out of bounds.
And it cannot go out of bounds forward.
Is that why it's a flag on the field?
No, the flag is for something that else happened on the back end of the play. But the ball will go back to the point where it's fumbled, and that is short of the line to gain, so it will bring up 4th down pending the penalty.
I think it's going to be a flag on the Hawks, but I could be wrong. It looks like they're moving towards the Hawks end zone.
Well, the flag is placed at the 36-yard line.
And once again, that's another flag that goes against Hendrickson that's away from the play. And that's really frustrating as a coach. It's one thing if you get a hold that sprung the run, it's a whole different ball game if you're holding 20 yards away from the ball carrier on the backside.
And it's a personal foul. So this is going to be a 15-yard penalty.
It's good to see Coach Jennings on the sideline getting pretty fired up.
Oh, yeah. Coach Jennings coming back. He was in Georgia last Friday night. Of course, we kind of joked around and go, maybe he could have stayed in Georgia and watched the game the way we played last week. So
I told him he left on a good day. That's when he left. That's when they made Texas #1 over Georgia.
Yes.
You're talking about Coach Chris Jennings?
That's right.
I worked his first year in Lockhart. It was my only year in Lockhart.
He is now the defensive line coach for the varsity football team of Lockhart. Jennings is a Lockhart alumni.
Fun fact about him, his son was born in Manhattan, Kansas, where K-State is.
And Chris Jennings was a Lockhart football player himself. He played safety for the Lockhart Lions from the year 98 through 2000.
He was a quarterback in junior high and freshman year, and they moved him to defense.
Safety, yeah.
Because he got big and tough.
He did get big.
Looks like there's an official timeout.
Well, I wondered because they only moved the ball 10 yards back. So they showed a personal foul call, but then the penalty, they only stepped off 10 yards. And I actually believe that's the second time that's happened. And it looks like someone may have caught it and asked the question of why.
Yeah, score update right now, gentlemen. Bastrop Cedar Creek Eagles with 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. 3. Hayes Hawks 0.
Ooh.
And so they are going to leave it at a 10-yard penalty. It'll be 3rd down 11. This is the longest 3rd down that the Hendrickson Hawks have faced tonight.
And Vallejo gets the snap, drops back, throws it over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete as he underthrew his intended receiver.
Yeah, he was open. It was just a terrible pass.
And what a big stop for the Lockhart Lions defense, Coach.
Yes, it is.
Well, and want to touch on something that you called out, that we've got Bastrop Cedar Creek over Hayes. you like to think about Cedar Creek as kind of the whipping boy of the district that they've been over the last few years. But make no mistake, folks, that school's growing just like Lockhart's growing. They moved up into 5A Division II, and it really is only a matter of time before they turn the corner. Cedar Creek will not stay in that whipping boy spot for inevitably. At some point, they're gonna turn that corner and become a foe and hopefully a rival for the Lions.
Yeah, this time the Hawks will punt the ball away. It's going to be a low line drive. It'll take a bounce at the 10.
Nice
and
bounce.
It'll be picked up by Gonzalez at the 4-yard line. He'll take it around the far sideline. Got some blocks out there, and it's finally going to be brought down on the far sideline.
And Gonzalez had no choice. He had to pick that up as it was going to die inside the 5, and he does a good job getting some breathing room with a great return.
Yeah, great return
the left-hand
by
side.
Gonzalez. Great return.
Nathaniel Gonzalez, guys, has some wheels.
He does, and he's got some moves too. That's what we like about him is he's got agility and moves, but he'll kind of set you up like he's going to juke you, and then he'll run you over. So really a multifaceted and well-rounded running back for the Lions.
Lights were shut off up here in the broadcast booth. Looks like someone didn't pay their light bill up here. But we'll take it either way, as we got another broadcasting crew right to the left of us in the press box. Of course, the coaching staff.
He's fired up over there, ain't he?
Coaching staff of the Lions as well. As we got 6:07 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. Hawks still up 13-3 over the Lions. Lockhart comes up with a big stop defensively and gets the ball back. And we'll try to maintain the momentum they had offensively on their last possession as Evan Estrada booted a 25-yard field goal to give the Lockhart Lions 3 points.
6 minutes, 7 seconds left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
And Gonzalez is going to be stuffed in the backfield, and
nice
great
tackle
job by the Hawks.
There's your guy, TD, or Akerdu Dolu.
Let's see, Olusie Akaradolu.
There's your guy.
We've been waiting to call his name, and he gets on the board with a big tackle for a loss. My time uncharacteristically loses about 6 yards on that play. So Lockhart will be faced with a 2nd and 16.
As we got 2 receivers to the bottom, nobody up top.
Deutsch has yet to be targeted in the game. They're giving him a bit of a buffer.
And a handoff going over the left side to Roland. And Roland will pick up about 3 yards.
And we talked about it during pregame. You use the run to set up the pass, but you've got to get them to respect that run before the pass starts opening up. And Lockhart has done pretty good running the football, but really needs to break a couple big runs to start to get that commitment and bring more guys into the box to open up that passing game.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 13. Lockhart Lions needed to pick up some yardage here.
I disagree, Sarge. I think it needs to be a pick 6 in the flats.
As Mavis looking in, he'll get the snap.
Quarterback draw.
Yeah, quarterback draw. He'll go around the left side, and he'll get it right back just past the original line of scrimmage, where it'll bring up 4th down and 9 for the Lions.
I have a question for Coach after that play on a 3rd and 13 with just under 5 to go in the first half. When you're in your enemy, backed up in your enemy territory, kind of, is that a conservative play?
No, I think because they weren't expecting, they were looking for a running back, and we were hoping that Mavis breaks that run, and we were just at one key block away from breaking it.
And then also we do, you got a young quarterback as well, so you don't want to put him in a dangerous situation where he's trying to force something into coverage. So that gives him an option to get it without a lot of danger.
Yeah, Estrada with a low line drive kick, fielded at the 25-yard line, bringing it back across the field, and it'll be chased out of bounds.
And they missed a block in the back on Nathan Rowland there, or against Nathan Rowland.
Yeah, it was Peyton Jackson coming up with the stop. So the Hendrickson Hawks gets the ball back after getting stopped on offensively by the Lockhart Lions. They return the favor and stop the Lions to get the football back with 3:50 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
Got trips on top.
As the Hawks has the ball, 1st down and 10 at the 42-yard line. Vallejo gets the snap, drops back, looks over towards the left side, pump
fakes. Too much time.
Deep down the far sideline, and that one's going to be caught.
Out of bounds? No.
And Lockhart giving Vallejo just too much time as he's able to complete that pass to number 2, Maddox Quiller. And just unable to get pressure on him.
Got to hurry up and get lined up because they're going quick.
He's able to just stand there in the pocket, and then he drops a dime to Maddox out there on the edge.
So first down and goal to goal from the 8 for the Hawks. Knocking on the door of
Quarterback.
6 as Vallejo keeps it, goes around the right side, and
Yes.
he's going to be stuffed in the backfield.
And Lockhart did a good job sealing the outside that time, as that was the safety and outside linebacker combining to make that stop.
I think it was an automatic snap or direct snap to the wide receiver 10, Trevor Morgan.
It was more like a wildcat.
Yeah.
That sure was Trevor Morgan with the carry. And that's going to be Portillo coming up to make the initial hit.
And Bob Estrada helping him out.
And this time Vallejo at quarterback rolls around to his left side, got the receiver at the goal line. He'll make the catch inside the 1.
Well, I tell you what, that was great play all around, offense and defense. The pressure was there, the coverage was there, the pass was there, and the catch was there. Everybody just playing their position, their job to a T.
Is that a flag that's down in the end zone? No. It's a glare for the window.
Third down and goal from the 1-yard line, inside the 1.
That'll be a quarterback keeper by Vallejo, and he'll sneak into the end zone for a Hawk touchdown.
Nice. Touchdown, Hawks.
And the Hawks go up over the Lions 19-3.
Got somebody down.
It'll be 20 pending the extra point, as we'll take a look at the replay of that touchdown.
Looks like number 74 for the Lions is down. That's Julian Benavidez.
And that was a touchdown run. So we'll go real quick. Another updates on scores around the district. It is still at halftime. College Station versus College Station A&M. It's still tied up at 14. Buda Hayes finally gets on the board with 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter and lead the Cedar Creek Eagles 7-3. And at Bob Shelton Stadium, it is Pflugerville Weiss Wolves all over the Lobos, 35-0.
And still second quarter, Sarge, it's still 10, Westlake 3.
And here we go as we go for the extra point try for the Hendrickson Hawks. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And the extra point good will make the score now. Hendrickson 20, Lockhart 3. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794. Email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
And we are back as Hawks will be kicking the ball away. Got a couple of shout-outs to give. We'll give those out at the end of this kickoff. Last kickoff for the Hawks, My Time Gonzalez had a nice little run back. Actually, it was a punt.
And we've seen some pooches, and looks like this time they'll go deep with it.
And that'll be fielded right around the 11-yard line.
That was
Aiden Scott.
Aiden Scott with his first chance at a return.
And a couple of shout-outs. Ernest Beltran says, go Lions. Shout-out to number 25, Joseph Zarita. David Hepner, Fight Lions Fight. Noble Charles Prieto, watching from Del Rio, Texas. Also supporting Davenport, 21-10 over Del Rio.
Wow.
Christina Zuniga, Go Lions. Shout out to my sister Bertha Martinez. Rachel Smith, Go Lions. Curtis Hawkins, Let's Go Lions. Pete Mireles, Fight Lions Fight. Sarah Allison Dunn, Let's Go Defense, Stop them.
Block that lady.
Scott Smith, Take Care of Business Lions.
Is there a watch party somewhere in Lockhart?
I do believe they still show us down at the lounge downtown Lockhart.
Sports lounge.
Yeah.
Like on like a big projector?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the
Awesome.
lounge sports
screen.
bar.
And there's going to be a penalty flag thrown before the play even begins. It's going to be false start on the Lions, so that's going to move them back 5. And Fritz Williams, this young and undersized Lion team, are hanging in there. And they are young.
That's Coach Williams' dad. Coach
Yeah.
Williams being the offensive coordinator.
There was a comment on there that said, "Fight Lions, fight." They're going to have to fight here. As there's 2 minutes 52 seconds left to go in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter, and the Lions are going to need to come away with some points here.
You know, 1st and 15. It'll be a quarterback keeper. As Mavis will get it out
Sarge, I just want to
right
take a
back
minute.
to the line of scrimmage.
I just want to take a second after the next under the 2-minute timeout. We'll in the chat we'll start taking our Kansas State versus BYU score predictions for tomorrow night. Just start showing them in the chat, and if you're right, you might get a shout out about a year from now when we do a return trip.
It's going to be a quick prediction because there's no 2-minute timeouts in high school football.
well, dang it.
A shout out from Sammy Ibarra. It's not over till it's over, gentlemen, and you are correct. Let's go Lions.
We can definitely save a spot at halftime and cover that as well.
Yeah, 2nd and 14 coming up.
Ooh,
Going to be a quick throw out to the running back coming out of the backfield. And a great job by the defense.
Well, that's a screenplay where you've got to cut off the block, and my time there just kind of unable to make the cut off the block out there, runs into the blocker and the defender, and Lockhart's going to be faced with a really long 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and about 16, 17.
Yeah, right around there.
And this is not the position you want your young quarterback to be in, where he's trying to force something. Last time Lockhart was in this situation, they went with a quarterback sneak, which almost worked for him. We'll see what the play call is this time.
As the clock continues to wind down, we're at 1:45 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
Lockhart will definitely use all of the play clock here on this one, and either they'll get their 1st down, or if they end up having a punt, they'll try to get back with as little time as they can.
Yeah, rolling with in the backfield, offset to the right side of Mavis, as Mavis rolls to his right, throws it out, and that one's going to be caught, or it's going to be incomplete.
Oh.
Nice catch, but out of bounds, it looks like, right?
And that's the first target for Deutsch of the night.
Here comes the punt team.
It was a good throw and catch, and looks like he brought it in just out of bounds, so that'll be 4th down.
Did I hear you earlier, TD, say he had a catch that could have been in the NFL last week?
Oh, man, he's had some great catches, and really this has been his quietest half of football this year so far. Now, big deal here. You got to get a clean punt off. You cannot risk a block this deep in territory, and you'd like to keep it away from the return man.
Bad snap.
There was a timeout called
Okay.
just before that snap, luckily. Maybe an official, maybe on a team. Let's see. False start on the Lions. False start saves Lockhart 2 points, but puts Estrada even further in his back of his end zone. When it rains, it pours, as everything seems to be going against the Lockhart Lions here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter, from a couple false start penalties and a couple miscues.
So they'll move it back 5 yards out to the 5-yard line.
And Estrada will not probably have room to do his rugby-style kick. He'll probably just be more like a quick kick, try to get rid of that thing.
Straight ahead kick here.
As the return man is back at the 40-yard line in Lion territory.
Dangerous return man.
Another high snap and out of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety.
And that is unfortunate for the Lions. As I said, everything seems to be falling against them at this point, and they'll have to punt the ball off and give the ball back to Hendrickson with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Your Lockhart Lions will be down 22-3 to the Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks. It's homecoming for the Hawks, and their football team is doing exactly what they want on homecoming.
So miscue on special teams for the Lockhart Lions. As TD mentioned, they are down 22-3. 1:12 left to go. Of course, we will have your Kreitz Market halftime show. We will be showcasing the Lockhart Lions Roaring Band as they perform here at halftime from the Field.
Yeah, growing up here, I've heard the P Field, the P Field.
I just like to say it. It's
no,
entertaining.
it's funny. No, I got you. It's funny. Again, earlier, for the people that may have not listened in earlier, I like to say that P.F. Chang started in Pflugerville because
That's
it's
right.
P.F. Chang's.
And Lockhart is facing Pflugerville Hendrickson tonight. We just added to everything. And everything going Hendrickson's way. So after the safety, Lockhart will kick off from the 20. And it looks like they will elect to tee the ball up. The deep men for Hendrickson, they'll be back at their own 25-yard line. And Estrada's got a big leg, but I don't think this will be a touchback. We'll see what he's able to do with it.
And he'll kick it to the fullest. It'll be caught right around the 30-yard line. They'll bring it upfield, crosses midfield.
good
Nice
return.
block on the edge. And finally going to be brought down on the far sideline.
Too much.
Yeah, too much time and too much field, as Hendrickson's going to have great field position. The ball will be on the 36-yard line of the Lockhart Lions.
One timeout left for them.
And George McGee out there on the stop.
So that'll be the big deal, them using the 2 timeouts earlier. You'd like to try to get them to burn one and then get in a situation where they run out of time here. But Lockhart has got to keep them out of the end zone if they want to have a hope of climbing back into this thing in the second half.
Yeah, especially since Pflugerville does get the
That's right.
second half kickoff. Vallejo with the snap, throws it over here towards the near side. And great job defensively to make the stop, hanging on to him.
You got to make the tackle.
And that's
Boykin.
Boykin again on the reception, the senior wide receiver.
It looks like that was Bob Estrada in on the stop.
Clock is running.
And that's decent gain, 7 yards for Hendricks. The clock is running under 40 seconds.
Vallejo with the quick throw towards the far side.
Good tackle. Good tackle out there.
Field tackle.
That'll force the first time out or the last time out most likely.
I don't know who that was, but that was a great tackle.
That was Aiden Scott.
And they're
Not surprised,
They're
not
not
surprised.
using the timeout, so time continues to tick. Will be about 15 seconds at the snap.
3rd down and 2
Draw.
coming up. Draw play right up the middle.
Nice run by number 20.
23.
And
That's going to be Michael Anderson.
And there's 9 seconds on the clock, and they elect to go ahead and use that timeout. And they'll have the ball down to the 15-yard line, so they may be able to run one quick pass play. If that doesn't work out, they'll be able to probably try the field goal attempt. If you're Lockhart, you want to tackle them before the end zone and inbounds on the next play if possible. And Hendrickson, they may just take a couple shots being up 22. They may not worry about the field goal at all. I don't know that I would. I'd probably just take 2 shots in the end zone if I could.
What are the odds that they just come out of this timeout, TD, and just completely, mess with the crowd and just take a quarterback kneel?
I doubt it.
Well, they are up 19 points over the Lions, but
Crazier things have happened.
that's right.
District, you want to get as many points as you can because it may come down to a
Tiebreakers.
tiebreaker.
Is that why there was the massive score difference last night in the stadium?
Yes. And the coaches know that, so they can't get upset by you trying to run it up because, hey, it could come down to that 1 or 2 points.
And shout out to former Lockhart great, former defensive player of the year for the district, Mr. Zakiah Gathings is in attendance over on the Lockhart side of the house tonight.
Too bad he still can't play.
That's right. Suit up at halftime. Get in
Yes.
there.
And Daniel Hayden with the shout out. You got this, Lions. Still plenty of football left to go, but Lockhart Lions need to keep the Hawks out of the scoreboard before going into halftime.
Trips on top.
Man in motion, coming around the near side, fakes the handoff, dropping back, throwing into the end zone, and that one's going to be incomplete.
4 seconds left.
And there's the first shot. You'll have one more.
Looks like they're bringing the field goal team in.
Yep, they sure are.
That was great coverage in the end zone.
And like you said, the points are important, so they'll try to get everyone that they can. They will go for the field goal.
Yeah, that's going to be Avery Ibata.
And that'll be set up to be a 32-yard field goal from the right hash for the kicker, number 3. That is going to be Braden Mueller.
Yeah, snap is back, hold is down, and kick is up, and it is
good.
And that'll take the 25-3 Hendrickson over the Lockhart Lions, and no time left on the clock. So the next thing we'll see is Hendrickson receiving the kick in the second half. We'll take a short break here, and then we'll be back with your Kreitz Market halftime show where you'll see the Roaring Lion Band and the Hendrickson Hawks Band. You're watching Lockhart football on Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is Post Oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
And while the Lockhart Lions are setting up, Coach, going into halftime into the locker room, what are you telling your Lockhart Lions offensively and defensively?
Keep playing. There's no quitting our game. Come back second half like it's a whole new ball game. Get something going. Like I keep saying, establish the running game, put some points on the board, and then start playing defense. Defense, we've been in the spots. We just make the tackle.
Yeah, and speaking of making tackles, TD, the Hawks get the second half kickoff. How important is it for the defense to step up and keep the Hawks from putting any more points on the board as Lockhart is down by 22 now?
Well, the way they spread you out, you have to make solo tackles, and you got to wrap up. And that's exactly the goal of their offense, is to spread you out, to get the ball to their playmakers out in space and force you to tackle them one-on-one. And so there's not a whole lot of scheming or things that you can do to change and get help, because they are going to spread you out, and you're just simply going to have to do a better job of tackling in the second half if you want to have a chance to get back in this.
We will be cutting off our mics as we are in the Kreitz Market halftime show. The Lockhart Lion Roaring Band will be performing right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
2024-2025 Lockhart High School Lioness. Now entering the field, the Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard. The band is under the direction of Mr. Peyton Grover, Mr. Joseph Mann, and Mr. Jared Austin. The Color Guard director is Mr. Sergio Rodriguez. The freshman of the week is Lauren Owen. The member of the week is Eileen Torres. The section of the week is the Drumline. Congratulations to these talented lions for being locked-on excellence. Tonight, the band will present their first performance of the entire production of their 2024 competition show, Coins for the River Styx. Soloist song, Nicholas Hinojosa, saxophone, Ramiro Hernandez, flute, Benjamin Gonzalez, clarinet, Eric Jacobs, trumpet. Drum majors are Jackson Owen, Caleb Bannon, and Melody Suarez. Lockhart ISD Fine Arts is proud to present the 2024-2025 Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard. sponsors of Pflugerville, Texas. Each game, the Hawk Band honors students who go above and beyond for the program. Our first year Hawk Band member of the week is Noah Garcia. The guard member of the week is Caitlin Nye. Our percussion member of the week is Carter Griffin. And our Hawk Band member of the week is Julian Marshall. Our section of the week is the Blue. Our Hawk Band is under the direction of James Harrison, Isaac Medina, Nicole Davis, Nathan Zabora, and Tom Jackson. The Hawk Band would like to express our thanks to the PFISC Department of Fine Arts and all of our amazing Hawk Band boosters, parents, and volunteers for all of their support. We would also like to wish the Lockhart High School Band program a great season. Go Hawks!
And I am Senior Lamona Michael, Student Council Secretary. And we will be your MCs for tonight's ceremony. Tonight, we would like to start off by thanking the Hendrickson Floral Design class for creating tonight's beautiful homecoming flowers. We would also like to congratulate all the nominees which were voted solely by their class level peers. HHS students voted this week, and now Hendrickson High School is delighted to introduce the 2024 Homecoming Tour. The class of 2028 Homecoming Tour representatives are freshmen Tyler Charles Club and G Flowers. Next, representing the class of 2027 are sophomores Layla Orta and Aldo Galindez. The class of 2026 is represented by juniors Megan Griffin and Holden Crawford. Finally, we would like to introduce this year's Hendrickson Homecoming Queen and King nominees. First is senior Solana Alberto. Solana is being escorted by her parents, Tiffany and Ryan Alberto. Solana is proud to be a part of the Hawks varsity soccer team and is a member of the Lockhart. Upon graduation, Solana plans to attend Southern New Hampshire University to study business and sports management. She would like to give a special thanks to her family for their unwavering love and support, her friends for the amazing memories and laughter, and her boyfriend Jake for being her biggest supporter and best friend. Next is senior Julian Esparza. Julian is joined by his parents Karina and Raul Esparza. Julian is a member of the Hawk varsity basketball team. He is most proud of being named academic all-district and for being part of the past two teams that they play out for HHS. After high school, Julian plans on attending college to earn a degree in business. He would like to thank his mom for all of her love and his dad for always being there. Now please welcome senior Carson Dagler, being escorted by her parents from Paul and Kristen. Carson is a proud member of the Silver Dancers as well, and also a part of PAL, NHS, and the Lone Star Dance Team team. After high school, Carson plans to attend a university to major in education with the goal of becoming a teacher and extremely successful. Carson would like to give a special thanks to God, her family and friends, and to Aiden for being a runner. Next up is senior Aiden Cominenci. Aiden is being escorted by his father, Jonathan Cominenci, and his little sister, Octavia. Aiden is an SCA officer and is a member of the HHS powerlifting team, where he qualified for state powerlifting meet and was awarded. Aiden is planning to attend Texas A&M University as well as working to acquire his paramedic certification with the ultimate goal of being a doctor. He would like to thank God first, his mother, father, Josh Stevens, and his running mate Carson, and Coach Mira. Please welcome Kennedy Thompson as our next nominee. Kennedy is being escorted by her father, Jason Thompson, and her grandmother, Lisa Roberts. Kennedy is a proud Hawk cheerleader and is the 2023 cheer captain. She also loves to ski and models for a senior photography company. After graduation, Kennedy plans to attend a university to major in communications and minor in public relations. Kennedy would like to give a special thanks to her parents for their unwavering love, support, and guidance. She would also like to thank her grandmother for never failing to make her smile, and to her best friends, Ava, Avery, and Silas. Our final nominee this evening is Jake McGuire. Jake is escorted by his parents, Jenna and Jim McGuire. Jake is a 4-year letterman on the Hendrickson Hawk varsity baseball team, and was named the 23 5A second team pick. After high school, Jake plans on attending a grade school and entering the workforce. He would like to give a special thanks to his family for their continuous love and for teaching him the value of strong work ethic, and his girlfriend Solana for always supporting him and being his best friend. Crowning the Hendrickson Homecoming Queen and King, tonight are fellow Hendrickson Student Council officers Amy Lee and Haley Anderson. And now, for the moment we have all been waiting for, your 2024 Homecoming Queen is Kennedy Thompson. 24, homecoming king, Julian Esparza. Thank you, HHS 2024 Homecoming Court. This year, the Hendrickson FFA did a homecoming Kiss the Pig fundraiser. The following people volunteered to participate in this event. English teacher, Miss Hall, ROTC instructor, CWL Carter, basketball coach, Mr. Cross, band director, Mr. Harrison, and our head principal, Mr. Grouch. Whoever received the most donations will soon be kissing this cute little pig, Scarface. And our winner this year is Miss Emily Hall. Thank you so much for being a part of this evening's homecoming festivities. Please enjoy the second half of tonight's game, and as always,
Smoked Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market's been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoked Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
And we are back for the start of the third quarter, the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as Lockhart Lions and the Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks have come out their respective tunnels as the Hawks have a commanding 25-3 lead to start the second half. The Hawks will return the kickoff to start the second half. Once again, I want to thank everybody tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast of Lockhart Lion football. My name is Emilio Sarge Waters, bringing you all the play-by-play action. The man to my right with color commentary, TD Tom Dunn. Our football analyst sitting behind us, the coach, Amado Galvez, and our special guest for tonight's broadcast, Sam Wrestler.
Now, Sarge, the band went over on the halftime timer for Hendrickson, so they're going to go ahead and give Lockhart 7 points here.
I can give them 7 points.
Oh, I forgot that was a new UIL
Yeah, we
rule.
can give them 7.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I bet they'd never go over if there was a 3-point penalty if the home band goes over.
In fact,
it's homecoming, so you
mentioned that
expect
TD, some districts will enforce a delay a game.
Hey, I blame the kissing the pig.
It was homecoming for Hendrickson Hawks.
And homecoming next week for your Lockhart Lions as they'll host the Cedar Creek Eagles there in Lockhart. Want to do a reminder to anyone, hopefully a lot of folks tune into our out-of-town games that come to our home games. There will be a tailgate there. You heard it yesterday from Mr. Richard Ibarra himself. I will be down there bringing my world-famous Diablos. Come on down there and hang out with us before the game next week. They'll be out there at 3 o'clock. I'm going to try to get there around 4.
Same here. I need to get a fill up before I go up to the press box.
Me and Sarge will be there with a big appetite.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all better be there with something in a basket.
And here we go. The second half is underway. And it's going to be an onside attempt.
Well,
and
Lockhart
that ball is just going to sneak out of bounds.
And Lockhart didn't get it, but shout out to Bob Estrada because he had a big hit down there on the sideline. And that was number 22 who was attempting to field it.
I don't think Henderson was expecting that.
Good job by Lockhart trying to come out and make something happen early in the second half. Unfortunately, Henderson's going to get the ball almost at midfield. We'll see if Lockhart was able to make adjustments at half to deal with this spread offense. We talked about it before we went into half. They will have to be more solid tackling if they want a chance to get back into this game.
Yeah, Vallejo at shotgun formation. He'll turn and hand it off to the running back. Coming out of the backfield.
Number 74 on the tackle.
Michael Anderson, number 23. Nice run.
And that's Julian Benavides, the big sophomore, bringing him down.
And want to give a shout-out to the audio-video crew here for the Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks. We're getting us a great video for tonight.
I want to give Sarge a shout-out for allowing me to be in this box with a bunch of Lion fans.
I advised him against it, but he didn't listen.
I'm having to bite my tongue every time we get 10 yards.
I told him we would have to limit you on the amount of times you could say Hendrickson Hawks per quarter.
I think I hit my limit.
I don't know if he saw that, TD, but Benavides.
He had him by the belt.
And held on.
Yeah, he grabbed him by the belt, and he definitely held on to him there. Lockhart.
That's a young man that was a little bit shaken up this first half, but he came out strong here in the second half.
And Lockhart with another chance to get off the field on the third down, but Hawks have been good percentage on third down tonight.
Yeah, third and short. That one's going to be caught at the 37-yard line. A turn and run, and a late hit will be added on to the end of the run.
And it looks like they're going to get Caden Rowland Bright with that late hit out of bounds, and that'll give them 15 more yards, and that'll put them inside the red zone. Exactly what you didn't want to happen coming out here in the second half when you're down by 22 points.
Great catch by Trevor Morgan, and nice job holding on to the football after the late hit.
It was, and that ball was thrown a little bit short, and he did a really good job of just reaching those arms out there to grab it and then getting yards after the catch.
And dead ball.
And that will move it 15 yards down. They'll have a fresh set of downs, and they'll be inside the 20, I think. Yep.
Yeah. Something that, of course, Coach Mavis didn't want to see to start the second half, Coach.
No.
And you could see him expressing his displeasure on the sideline. They'll come out with 4 wide receivers again.
Yeah, first and 10, Vallejo in the shotgun formation.
Lockhart in man coverage.
Michael Anderson in the motion.
Empty. Watch quarterback draw.
Quarterback Vallejo dropping back, throwing right over the middle. Wide open receiver. And that's going to be caught inside the 1-yard line.
No, it hit the ground.
Oh, they're going to call it incomplete, but great attempt.
And Hendrickson was looking for a pass interference call out on the edge or a holding call, but they didn't get it.
Pass was
Lockhart
intended.
when they come out with those 5 receivers, Lockhart has got to do a better job sticking their man. That is the second time that a man has gotten lost in coverage and been wide open in what should have been a touchdown for the Hawks.
And it was a man in motion each time that was wide open.
That's right. Braden Mueller was the sophomore intended target for the Hawks.
A 2nd and 10 coming up. Vallejo in shotgun formation, man in motion. He'll hand the ball off to the running back coming around the backfield.
Ooh.
And great job by the Lockhart Lions defensively coming up with a big stop on 2nd and 10.
Looks like they're going to give him about a yard gained on the play.
Michael Anderson with the carry.
74 no tackle.
Mr. Anderson.
Welcome. And great pressure up front once again by Benavides.
Looks like it was just back to the line of scrimmage, so it is going to be 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Taking a long time here in the huddle.
13 seconds on the play clock. Vallejo dropping back, throwing over towards the right side. Receiver's going to catch the ball, and great contact out there. Unable to bring him down on initial contact is Aiden Scott.
And that's still kind of some of what we've seen, what we've been talking about. We've got to start being able to bring these guys down. Luckily, he had some support and help over the top.
Field goal team coming in.
But Lockhart cannot keep missing tackles against this talented Hendrickson defense.
Aiden Scott with the initial contact. Portillo with the cleanup.
Portillo and crew.
As well as number 9, Dylan White.
So we've seen him make a field goal from this exact same spot to end the first half.
This is going to be Devian Cook. Snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good.
And so Cook is 2 for 2 on the night. He did miss 1 extra point, but he's contributed to his team he's got 7, 8, 9 points on the night.
And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with the more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
We need a big return.
And we are back with 9:21 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC Heating third quarter as Hendrickson Hawks open up the second half. Driving the ball down the field before they stall out, and 3-point conversion or field goal is good by Devian De Cook.
It's been a couple of games since we've seen Deutsch get a chance at a return. And back there also with him is Nathan Rowland. Deutsch will have his chance on this one.
Field it, brings it upfield, takes it across the far side, breaks through an arm tackle. Of course, Deutsch is not one of the easiest players to bring down for the Lockhart Lions.
And he gets the ball out to the 25-yard line for the Lions. So we call that a scratch return. You get at the same spot the fair catch would have gave it to you. And that's where Lockhart will take over for their first possession in the second half. Lockhart offense started to establish the run in first half, but really had most of their troubles on third down as they were unable to convert quite a few third downs that brought Estrada on to punt quite a few times in the first half. They'll be looking to raise that third down conversion percentage. They'll probably continue with the run here. Unable to be effective with the pass so far with only, I think, 1 or 2 completions, one going to Deutsch.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Lions. Abel in motion. They'll hand it off to Gonzalez coming around the near side, following his blocker.
I wish they would have gave it to Abel there because he's kind of small, hard to see behind that line for the linebackers. Hard to see whether or not he gets the ball. And he looked like he'd have had a crease if he got it. Look for them to come back to that later. 2nd and 8.
Great job by Gonzalez to follow the block of Joe Johnson, number 78. Putting his hand on his hip and just following the big man. Picks up only 2 yards, but still a nice little run to get forward progress for the Lockhart Lions offensively. 2nd down and 8 coming up. Mavis will fake the handoff, rolls around to his right, throws it out to Parker Connor, who makes the catch, and he will be brought down.
First down.
Nice pass.
And that is a very tight end like catch and run, right? I mean, it looks prototypical of the tight end. Nothing fancy. I'm going to catch it and I'm going to run, put my shoulder down. And good job finding his relief route from the young quarterback Mavis. And Lockhart's got the ball out to the 39-yard line and a fresh set of downs. Deutsch in motion.
And they'll hand it off to Gonzalez, and he'll be stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and they'll give him forward progress out to the 40-yard line. That'll bring up second down and 9.
Hardly anything out there and up the middle.
Yeah, Hendrickson has been tough up the middle where the Lions have got most of their yards is when they've been able to get the ball in the perimeter. And that jet sweep motion, it's looking pretty good. I can just keep waiting for the handoff on it.
Brings up a 2nd and 9 for the Lions.
Yeah,
and this is probably becoming the most crucial down for the Lions is second down and how they set themselves up for third downs.
Bagger coming off the edge.
Dropping.
Ooh.
And almost intercepted
very
as
dangerous.
it was intended to Nathan Rowland.
Well, that was a great pass by Mavis, and Rowland just needed to get his head up, and he'd have had a shot at it.
Looks like Noah Henderson was in coverage. The player we talked about earlier, TD, that had the awesome, the big catches for the Hawks this season.
Mm-hmm. Well, and great job there by My Time Gonzalez picking up the blitz on the top end and protecting his quarterback. Just couldn't give him quite enough time.
Big play coming up for the Lions, 3rd down and 9. Desperately needing a first down to keep this drive going. It'll be a low snap. It'll get away from Mavis. He'll scoop it up, rolls around to his right.
Still scrambling.
And he will be sacked for a huge loss.
And that is tough for the young quarterback. When you start to play off with the ball getting away from you like that, it's almost impossible to make something positive happen out of it.
Say his name, TD number 9. He was the one that forced the that's your guy.
We got the tackle for the loss. That's going to be Lucier Ekeredulu.
There you go.
So Estrada will be out to punt the ball away. He'll be standing at his own 17-yard line.
Yeah, if we're going to have names like that, I need the roster on Thursday. That punt is blocked.
That's going to be blocked.
Good penetration by the Henderson Hawks right up the middle.
Well, and if you're going to do that rugby kick, you just have to be hyper aware of where the pressure's coming from, which way you're rolling, and be ready to make an adjustment and get it out. That is the one danger of that rugby kick.
Was that Eker Cadulo again? It looked like it.
We'll take a look on the replay.
First and 10 for the Henderson Hawks.
A little hard to tell there from the jumpy camera, but it was definitely Brody Martinka that recovered it, the sophomore.
Quarterback.
And quarterback keeper looks like a busted play in the backfield, but he'll make something out of nothing.
Improvised and got almost a first down.
That's going to be more like a wildcat as Antonio Cleveland, who's also listed as a quarterback, senior, is in the ball game.
And we got somebody down.
They'll take a quick injury timeout on the field. We'll do the same. You're watching Lockhart Lions football on Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
My name is Nathaniel Gonzalez, also known as My Time Gonzalez on the football field.
Same formation.
Same play.
Hand off to Gonzalez. He got room to run across his midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. End zone, touchdown, Gonzalez.
When I'm not on the football field, I run a small Christian brand with 2 of my friends, Sam Mancius and Gabby Longoria. This allows us to spread our Lord and Savior's message. We make shirts, shorts, sweaters, cut-off hoodies, car decals, and drawstrings backpack. My design is to have a unique verse of your choosing on the back of the shirt or hoodie. If you would like to support Stay Holy, scan the QR code and check out what we have. Or for more info, you can send us an email to stayholy21@gmail.com. If Jesus could do it all, we could try. God bless and go Lions.
Ruling MMA provides a safe and professional martial arts instruction for kids and adults. Head trainer and owner King Webb is a 3rd-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and a first-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Luling MMA offers classes in the sweet science of boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. With experienced trainers and coaches, Luling MMA provides world-class instruction for those that want to learn for recreation or for competition. Luling MMA is located at 212 North Cypress Avenue in Luling, Texas. For more information about Luling MMA, you can go to their website, www.mmaluling.com.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices, whether it's commercial or residential. Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
And we're back from the injury timeout. The young man was able to get up and walk off the field with a little bit of assistance, but he looks like he'll be fine. As we got a new quarterback in the ball game. And up the middle and into the end zone for another Hawk touchdown.
Michael Anderson.
And you called it, bringing in the backup quarterback now. As Hendrickson has a comfortable lead, they'll rest their starter as they've still got a tough district schedule ahead. And Lockhart finds herself down by 31. Pending 32, pending the extra point. As you get a look at the homecoming crowd, they're feeling it behind their team here in Pflugerville tonight, as they should be.
Yeah, snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good.
Almost. That was.
I tell you, number 7 for Lockhart, he has been pushing and pushing, trying to find that block on the extra point.
Yeah,
he does have one already on the season.
You said he does?
Yeah, he's got one block already on the season. He definitely sells out every time, which I love that effort, from a young player, especially when you're down big, to kind of still put your body on the line there and try to block an extra point.
Speaking of this district schedule, TD, Henderson goes to Weiss next Friday.
I think it's actually we go to Weiss, but it's going to be on this field.
And,
right.
And
so they go the other sideline.
That's right.
They walk across the field.
And then
You're right.
Then they play College Station.
Yeah, so probably the two toughest games. And then they also got to play A&M Consolidated as well.
Yeah, well, they get a break against Anderson, then they have A&M Consolidated.
But so probably the toughest 2-game streak ahead for Hendrickson. Lockhart's next game, we mentioned, will be homecoming next week. They'll be hosting the Cedar Creek Eagles, who tried to shock the Hayes Rebels.
Well, for a while
they were.
Cedar Creek is still down. It's still at halftime, or they haven't updated, but it's Hayes Hawks 14, Cedar Creek Eagles 10.
Cedar Creek keeping it close there.
Kind of close.
Is Hayes like a powerhouse, or is Cedar Creek just like a lower level
Cedar
of talent?
Creek's been the whipping boy of the district for some time now. Hayes did used to be a powerhouse, but since the creation of Johnson High School, they split the talent a little bit more.
It's going to be a short pooch kick, a squib, and that'll be fielded by
Aiden Scott. Good job grabbing it and just getting down with it. You're in good field position, especially being down like this. You want to risk giving that ball back.
Yeah, we've got some score updates around the district. College Station A&M taking over fourth quarter, 2:56 left to go. 27-14 over the College Station Cougars.
Wow.
Once again, Hayes Hawks 14, Cedar Creek Eagles 10. That's at Memorial Stadium in Cedar Creek, Texas. At Bob Shelton Stadium, it is Wolves. Weiss Wolves 56, Lehman Lobo 0 with just the beginning of the third quarter.
And Sarge, third quarter, Westlake's pulling ahead. Westlake 27, Steel 10. Third quarter.
Cibolo Steel out of San Antonio. Both those teams ranked in the top 10 in their respective divisions.
And man in motion for the Lions. Looks like that's Court McGee, or Mr. McGee. And Mavis rolling around to his right. He'll keep it himself.
Oh, it looks like a face mask.
It did look like a face mask.
They're going to say Mavis was down.
Yeah. The line judge calls him down, and that'll pick up a first down for the Lions and move the ball out to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, looking at the replay here, it looks like a missed face mask.
It looked ugly, too. I don't know how they missed it. But Mavis definitely has proven himself to be a tough kid. He doesn't let it affect him. He's got my time in the backfield with him. Different setup now. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom.
And for all you Luling Eagle fans as well, Austin Travis, 21, Luling Eagles 0 at Eagle Stadium. It is homecoming for the Eagles. Quick throw right up the middle at the seam, and that's going to be Wes Abel.
Wesley Welker Abel with the catch over the middle.
Great catch, great catch.
And his parents are some of the ones that will definitely be out at that tailgate next week. As we mentioned, they'll be out there from 3 to 6 tailgating for homecoming.
1st and 10 for the Lockhart Lions.
Ball is in Hawk territory at the 38. Gonzalez with the carry coming around the near side.
And just nowhere to go for My Time as they're able to set the edge. My Time's been looking to turn the corner, but their outside linebackers and corners have done a great job playing the run and keeping him contained on the inside. And that's a gain of 1 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 9. And Hendrickson brings in some fresh bodies on the front line of their D-line. And Lockhart brings in number 3, Nathan Rowland, in place of Gonzalez.
Yeah, 2nd down and 9 coming up. And Rowland will get the handoff, goes right up the middle, crosses a 35, out to the 32-yard line.
And that play was designed to be a counter to the backside where he'd follow the block of Parker Connor, but when he got the ball, there was a seam right in front of him, so he just takes it straight up the field and picks up some positive yards for the Lions. Looks like the Lions will pull a receiver out, send an extra lineman into the game. And so this will be kind of the heavy package for Lockhart.
Tough run by the sophomore Rowland.
So Lockhart will have 2 tackles on the right-hand side, and the fullback or tight end. It's Parker Connor.
Gage Deutsch in motion. They'll hand it off to Rowland, and Rowland will get it across to the 30-yard line, or out to the 30.
He'll be short of the line to gain by 2 yards, but we are definitely in 4-down territory here as you have got to go for it.
I was about to ask how long, coach, if your Coach Mabus out there, how much longer do you leave
your starter in?
Yeah, your starting quarterback in with a score like this.
The whole game.
The whole game, just a learning experience?
He's young, so he needs the experience for sure.
And quarterback keeper and Mabus will pick up the first down, and he'll take a big hit in
the
process.
This could be close there.
Well, it looked like his initial surge man got him there, but they just keep drifting back on the mark.
Lockhart says first down.
The ref
Henderson says no.
Yeah, the ref looks like he's at the 28-yard line. It looks like the first down, or it looks like he's at the 29, between 29 and 28.
And he's going to call timeout to measure? I don't think you need to measure. I mean, it looks like it's short.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
And it's first down, Hendrickson. We'll take a look at the replay here. It looked like Mabus may have gained it. The line to gain is the 32.
They didn't give him forward progress.
Now, they sure didn't. Look like he got it out to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, it was 28 was the line to gain. And Hendrickson will take over. Lockhart has been unable to stop them in the past 3 drives as they've put points on the board in all 3. It's been since early in the second quarter since Lockhart was able to stop Hendrickson and turn them around.
And Antonio Cleveland in at quarterback still. Quick throw over here to the near side.
That's Braden Mueller with the reception.
And Avery Ibarra with the stop, excuse me.
Avery Johnson, you're foreshadowing Sarge to the K-State quarterback tomorrow.
That's right. Well, he's got some hair, doesn't he?
He does. He has the best hair in college football.
I watched him on game day, did an interview with him where he was walking around the field, and he had his hood up. And they're like, did you cut your hair? He's like,
yeah,
no.
The Tulane game, yeah. That would be breaking news. And he drives the Lavender Corvette.
And we see a beautiful moon coming up over the field here in Pflugerville.
And Cleveland is shotgun formation. They'll fake the jet sweep, hand it off to the running back coming out of the backfield. He'll pick up a couple of yards.
Brings up a third down.
Miguel Portillo in on the stop, as well as number 77 coming out from the bottom of the pile. That's going to be the caveman, Braden Martinez. So 3rd down and 3 coming up, or 3rd down and 2. They'll hand the ball off, going over the middle, and a big stop at the front line by the Lions.
And that's Zarito with the tackle. Looked like he was able to hold him just short of the line to gain.
And the Hawks will be punting the ball away.
Bring the punt team in.
And my time will go back deep again for the Lions.
So the Hawks will punt the ball on 4th down and 1 unless they're faking it.
And the hands are not telling us that they are.
And they'll get this one away.
Lockhart almost gets to that one. But a great punt and a great roll.
Out to the 20-yard line where the Hawks will down it.
That's a 51-yard punt. Pretty good punt.
Sarge, I'd like to give a shout out to a former Lockhart Lion football player who's head coach at down in the Corpus Christi area, Mr. Justin Taylor. Thank you for tuning in. He's got an open day tonight, and sit back and join our broadcast.
I think he's at Aransas Pass High School.
Yes, sir, Aransas Pass. Enjoy your open day, Justin.
Oh, yeah, Norma Cantu Finger says, way to go, Aiden. And one of our favorite listeners, Sarah Allison Dunn. Good job, Lions.
I'd like to give a shout out to our former great Lockhart Lion linebacker, Mr. Marty Martinez.
And the Lockhart Lions continue to keep the fight going. Being down by 32, got to keep it going all the way through to the end of the ball game. Mavis fakes the handoff, bouncing around in the pocket as it collapses. And he'll push the ball forward and pick up 2 yards.
Well, I want to give a special shout out to Steve Sarkeesian. He just said he's tuning in from his house. Says best broadcast of the year.
Oh, yes.
And
I like to see Gus Johnson do what we do.
Lockhart facing the 2nd and 7. And so far, these Henderson Hawks doing a great job in the secondary. That's why Mavis has had to pull it down, because they're doing a great job guarding these Lockhart receivers in the secondary.
And Mavis with the quarterback keeper coming around the near side, and he's going to be hit and dropped at the 30-yard line. It'll be very close to the 1st down marker.
And they're going to say he did get enough to pick it up.
First down.
That's a fresh set of downs for the Lockhart Lions.
Mavis took a big hit towards the end of that run. But just like TD mentioned, fresh set of down for the Lions. 1st and 10. The ball's at the 30-yard line in Lion territory. Deutsch in motion. Mavis rolls out to his left. Throws it over towards the left side. Intended receiver was Deutsch and just threw it behind him.
Hard to tell which level that ball was intended for, if it was Deutsch or the man over the top, but neither one of them able to get close to that one. Looked like it might have actually been intended for the deeper receiver, which was, I believe, Julian White was the deeper one of the two.
And that incomplete pass will stop the clock with 5 seconds left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating 3rd quarter. This will more than likely be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Fast-moving 3rd quarter.
Nathan Rowland in the backfield, offset to the right side of Mavis. Rowland will get the handoff, follow his blockers over the left side.
Ooh, little collision there.
And that was the lead blocker for the Lockhart Lions out there, making that big collision happen. That's big number 78.
Joe Johnson.
Lions. Joe Johnson, a junior, on the left-hand side of that
Man,
line.
take a look. He had himself a plate of double pancakes.
He sure did.
Making me hungry.
Yeah, and as we watch this, you see it on the top screen, big, great block. And that's going to do it for the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with their Old Pal Texas Tavern, fourth and final quarter, right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
And we are back for the Old Pal Texas Tavern, fourth and final quarter here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Let me change the quarter mark. As the Hawks are in full control with a 32-point lead, 35-3 over the Lockhart Lions. As the Lions do have the ball, and they will be moving right to left. As first play of the fourth quarter, we'll start with a 3rd and 6. And got to give it up to the Hendrickson Hawks defense, TD. They've done an outstanding job throughout the whole game. They've given up some yardage here and there, but they've done an outstanding job sealing the outsides and clogging up the middle. As here we go, 3rd down and 6. Mavis in shotgun formation. He'll drop back. Pocket collapses behind him, throws it out, and just overthrew his intended receiver, Parker Connor, who had plenty of room to run.
Yeah, Parker Connor would have picked up the first down. That ball sails a little bit high. Mavis was given a little bit more time to throw on that one, but unable to get it to Connor. And so that'll bring in 4th down, and they'll bring the punting unit onto the field, as it is 4th and 2 long to go for it. The last punt by the Lions was blocked by the Hawks.
Yeah, Parker had nothing but green grass to run through, or green turf. But as TD mentioned, Estrada coming in to punt the ball away. And he'll get a good one, yes. That one's going to be fielded around the 31-yard line.
Block the back there.
Oh, they're not gonna, they threw
There's a penalty flag at the 28-yard line.
Another
flag coming up. And great job by My Time Gonzalez coming up with a tackle.
And that's the thing. The side judge throws the flag on that block in the back. What happened right in front of the back judge, man, he didn't pick his flag up to throw it.
You probably thought, well, it's already thrown, so why throw mine?
There's multiple penalties on the play.
And, of course, at the conclusion of the game, we'll have your Kreitz Market post-game show, and we'll have your Kreitz Market offensive players of the game and your Quantum Towin defensive players of the game.
And it may be from Hendrickson if Lockhart doesn't find a way to do something here in the final quarter of this matchup.
And real quick, do want to give a shout out to the audio video crew from Pflugerville Hendrickson High School, giving us this great video for tonight's contest. Olivia Cortez, Luke Nelson, Alyssa Lee, Kate Phillips, Yannick Pukam, Alex Luis, and Amy Lai. Big shout out to the student crew, doing a fantastic job for us, providing us with great video of tonight's contest. And quarterback Cleveland rolls around to his right side, got the receiver wide open. Catch is going to be made right around the 28-yard line.
It was a beautiful play fake and beautifully executed bootleg.
And Dylan White hanging on, making a stop. It's going to be shy of the first down. Or they're going to give him the first down at the 28-yard line. So
Sure did. First down.
What's a half a yard? I mean, it did look like they gave him a bit there. And it wasn't even on the spot. They just decided to move the sticks. The ball appeared to be short, but they still moved them nevertheless.
The yards first down marker was at the 29. They got the ball marked at the 28. And they'll come around the near side, and great job once again by Aiden Scott coming up with the shoestring tackle.
Tell you what, Sarge, this Hendrickson's offense has not missed a beat with the backup quarterback in.
They have not. Doesn't seem to have any drop off at all.
And that's a senior quarterback in the ball game.
I think he played. I assume he played last week. The whole game. And then the second half.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and it'll be Cleveland with the quarterback keeper. And he'll break through a couple of. Well, try to break through. It's going to be a little scrum as the pile keeps moving and moving.
And Miles Carter was the first one to get to him. After that, the rest of the defense and offense all got involved.
And 2 hours later, the referees blow their whistle to blow the play dead.
Man, and another time where they're signaling first down before they've spotted the ball. And look, you can see where the first down marker is, where the ball is. The ball is sitting a half yard short of where the first down marker is. But it doesn't matter when you're down, 32 points.
Yeah, Cleveland with the quick throw right over the middle on a post pattern.
22, the intended receiver, Hunter Hicks, and Aiden Scott on the coverage. They tried for the quick shot there. I like that coming out of that previous play, trying to take a quick shot and make something happen.
The complete pass will stop the clock with 10 minutes and 16 seconds left to go here in the Old Pal Texas Tavern, fourth and final quarter. Cleveland gets a snap, quick throw over here to the near side. And a nice catch and run. That'll be enough for a first down. And we have
got a flag. Might be against Hendrickson.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Looked like they were really locked up there.
Take a look at that last play. That's going to be a penalty against Hendrickson if you go by the replay. And they are looking towards Coach Mabus to see if he wants to
just
access
a
the
little
penalty.
bit late after the play had ended behind him. Just continued to block.
It's going to be personal foul on Hendrickson. That'll move him back 15.
And that'll be on the previous receiver, number 22, Hunter Hicks. They called that on.
They saw the pancakes that Joe Johnson has been serving up and tried to serve a couple of up themselves. You can hear the Lockhart Lion roaring band from across the way.
I tell you, with such a large stadium, and I'd have set the band up in the middle. They put him in that far corner.
Yeah, since it was a dead ball foul, they still got the first down, but moved it 15 yards back from there. Cleveland with the snap, bubble screen as the receiver makes his way across the field.
Good tackle.
And great job in the open field tackle by Portillo as the receiver tried to toss it back.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Reversing your field, it can work, and it can be horrible in there. He tries to pitch it off to the running back, and he said, "Man, why'd you give me the ball?" Man,
Portillo dialing in on that stop.
And that's the biggest loss of the night for the Hendrickson offense. So just as we spoke about the being no change and drop off from the ones to the twos, have a costly mistake.
Quick throw on here on the near side and almost picked off by the Lockhart Lions.
That was in and out of the hands of Avery Ibarra. Let's see, is that Avery Ibarra?
No, it was.
It's hard to tell. It's either 9 or 8. It's either Dylan White or Ibarra.
I think it was.
That's
9.
White. Yeah, that's Dylan White on the short side. Ibarra's
Take a
on
look
the
at the
far side.
replay real quick. But that would have been pick six territory for the Lockhart Lions.
And we definitely could have used that ignition of the flame.
And that was number 9, Dylan White. They'll come back. Cleveland with the deep throw down the near side. And that was going to be picked off.
And that's Dylan White getting his redemption on the previous play
and
with
into
a
the
pick
end
six.
zone for a Lockhart Lion touchdown on the pick six.
Got a flag for showboating.
And that'll be assessed on the kickoff afterwards.
Dead ball foul.
Well,
at this point, I'm pretty sure Mabel's like, I don't care as long as we got something positive on defense.
when you drop a what would have been an easy pick six on the previous play, and then you come back for the very next play.
Well, they bringing it back?
Get it. The only way they'd be bringing it back is if it was holding or interference before the interception.
Or either that, the foul was committed
Sportsmanlike.
before the touchdown.
Lockhart. Yeah, he showed both before he got into the end zone.
So that would take away the touchdown. If it was before entering the end zone, if I'm correct.
And Coach Mavis wants an explanation.
And they do have the ball marked down at the 3 where the spot of the foul occurred at.
And we'll take a look at that replay.
Yes, and the celebration was before entering the end zone, so they're going to mark it back 15 yards. That'll negate the touchdown.
And neglected the gong bang.
Well, and I don't really see. It looks like he just puts his hand up in the air as he's going into the end
he
zone.
put his the Deion Sanders thing.
Oh, okay. Did the high step. Hard to tell from the camera angle that we got.
So no touchdown, and the Lockhart Lions will have the ball at the 20-yard line after the penalty has been marked off. 1st and 10. Roland will get the handoff. He'll go up through the middle. Nice patient run by Roland.
I hate that penalty call, even though it is, a showboating call. It doesn't change the result of the play in my eyes. It should be assessed afterwards, but not the case.
And I'm pretty sure they'll get with them later on and be like, hey, if this was a closer game where that touchdown was really needed, then I'm pretty sure, he'll be aware of that next time. 2nd down and 5. That'll be Roland going around the right side. Cuts it upfield. And he's going to be brought down shy of the 1st down at the 12-yard line.
I'll give him the first. Move the chains. We'll see some fresh bodies come in on the Hendrickson side.
Daniel Hayden had called a pick six earlier in the contest, but he called it for a 92-yard one. It's close enough, but unfortunately,
one was about 38, I think.
Yes.
And it wasn't a pick six after the penalty either.
3rd down and 2 coming up. They'll hand it off to Roland, and he'll pick up yardage, and he'll get into the end zone.
He extended his arms. He got it.
And they're going to give him a touchdown.
Yes.
He did a great job of extending the ball. I mean, he was bottled up when he got the ball. Does a jump cut, makes another man miss, and then extends that ball out over the goal line to get a touchdown for the Lions. We'll get you a replay of that here in just a moment. Pinning the extra point, the Lions will be down by 25. The score will be 35-10. It looks like they may go for 2 here.
Sure, they're going for 2.
I would. It would make it a 3-possession game.
It sure does. And Mabus gets the play call in from the side. He'll relay it to his team.
Daniel Hayden, good work offense, getting into the end zone. 2-point conversion coming up for the Lions.
22.
Both backs in the backfield. And that's going to be given to Roland.
I think he got
it's so close.
I think he got it.
Yes, he did.
And he'll get
All
into
right.
the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And that'll make the score with 7:37 left to go here in the Old Pal Texas Tavern 4th and final quarter. Hendrickson 35, Lockhart Lions 11.
And as you said, that makes it a 3-possession game.
And we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern's cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
And we are back with 7:37 left to go here in the Old Pal Texas Tavern fourth and final quarters. The Lockhart Lions put the ball in the end zone on a touchdown run by Nathan Rowland. 2-point conversion is good. And the Lockhart Lions are down 35-11 as we are definitely in onside kick territory.
We've seen one already. Looking for
And
that
it's gonna
bounce.
take that high bounce. And that one's going to be fielded cleanly by the Hawk special teams.
Yeah, he sacrificed his body for his team right there, so he's able to bring that one down as he takes the big hit. But does a good job holding onto the ball. They'll have the ball at the 41-yard line.
Coach, if you're Coach Mabus, what is your mindset right now? Your team's kind of short on the depth chart, and you keep fighting.
Game's not over. Keep fighting. I'll start bringing backers, more backers.
Yeah, start bringing pressure.
Because they're going to run the ball, so it might as well go ahead and stuff to run.
So to be first down and 10 for the Hawks at their own 41-yard line.
And we are at 7 minutes and 34 seconds left to go here in the Old Pal Texas Tavern fourth quarter.
Last drive for the Hawks ended in an interception. They'll hand the ball off to the running back, Michael Anderson. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. And coming up from the pile is number 90, Miles Carter, number 24, Malik Hill. So that'll bring up second down and 9 after the 1-yard run by Anderson. And speaking of Anderson, Austin Anderson, the Trojans have the bye week this week. And Anderson with the carry. Oh, it's fake as Cleveland will keep it himself, but he wasn't faked by the defense. And coming up to make the initial contact is going to be number 7, Caden Roland Bright.
I love what Michael Anderson did on the
saw that. I was about to say he got tripped up by the turf monster.
Jumping and rolling like that, it just garners attention and eyeballs. I really like that.
You can see the replay is the fake handoff to Anderson. He'll do a little tuck and roll.
Turf monster imitation right there. Definitely took my eyeballs off the quarterback.
Yeah, Avery Ibarra coming in to clean it up.
3rd and 10 here.
Man in motion. Cleveland drops back. Pressure coming from the backside. Gets it away, but Caden Roland Bright coming up big.
And that was set up to be a screen, you can tell, because all 3 of the wideouts just kind of jogged out their route. So they were looking for the screen play here, and they're just unable to get it to him. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Caden Roland Bright coming in clean from the far side.
It looks like somebody called a timeout here.
Somebody called timeout.
It is timeout on
Lockhart.
Timeout on Lockhart. As the Lions will get the ball back, it is 4th down and 15.
And I like the use of a timeout right here. It'd be a good time to bring pressure. They've gotten pretty close on a couple of these punts. The last one, the closest, and that's number 7, who just had the effect on the previous play. That's Roland Bright, who's been the one to get the pressure on the punts. And you noticed earlier on the field goals, he just kind of shows effort on those special teams plays. We'll see if they look to get him in there.
Well, if there's going to be a Roland Bright touchdown, I think it's right now. I called the fake punt earlier. I'm calling that right now.
And speaking of special teams, Rob Ortiz says #special teams. They're important, and they sure are important. And Sasha Bright, good job, rolling Bright. With 6:04 left to go in the Old Pal Texas Tavern fourth and final quarter. Lockhart Lions are down by 21. Still plenty of game left to go. And Lockhart still showing a lot of fight still in them.
Well, still plenty of life left in the Hendrickson student section. It looks like they will be bringing Bright. He'll be on the bottom.
And they'll do a good job blocking him. That's going to be
short
a
punt.
shank. And that'll be stopped at the 43-yard line in line territory.
We'll take it.
So while Lockhart does have good field position, the only score the offense has been able to put up was off the reception when they only had to go 15 yards. Lockhart is yet to be able to drive the length of the field to score, and they'll need to do exactly that on this drive.
And the clock is at 5:53 left to go. And the Lockhart Lions are coming out. The ball is going to be placed at the 42-yard line. Would it be 1st and 10? And hurry up and go ahead and run the play. There's no defense out there. Let's do it. Let's get at it. As Coach would say, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Catch them off guard.
Now the Lions will start this drive off with 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Gage Deutsch all by himself. Or Gage Deutsch will be up top.
Plenty of time for Mavis.
A lot of
time. Too much time.
Closes in.
Too much time.
Nice defense.
Yeah, you got to get rid of the ball and just throw it away in that situation when nobody's open. They were well covered, and they have been well covered, all night long. Hendrickson secondary's done a good job to keep with these Lockhart Lions receivers. And same formation up top.
Mavis drops back. Pocket closes in once again, and that'll be the 2nd sack in a row as big number 90, Colin Kemper, comes in for the tackle or the sack.
And we're looking for something deep here, and it's just taking too much time for those guys to get downfield, and they're not open once they get there. I think you got to find something that gets the ball out of the young man's hands quickly, especially since they've been on him quick. 3rd down and 15 or so.
3rd down and 16 coming up.
Different formation, Twins top and bottom this time.
Mavis dropping back, throws down the far sideline, and that one's going to be incomplete.
Hit him in the hands.
That was a very nice route and concept out there on the edge with the wheel route.
I believe the cornerback got a piece of this one.
Not a bad throw at all either. Be 4th down, and Lockhart's going to have to go for it here.
Just pick up the 1st down.
Yes, the defender did get a hand on that one, knocking it away.
Looks like they'll go to a nickel package, pulling a lineman, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Mavis dropping back. Once again, throwing deep down the far sideline, and that one is going to be...
That's to Deutsch, and he got it.
It's caught.
Oh, no, ball's on the ground.
That's going to be incomplete. And Deutsch almost coming down with that one.
He had a chance at it. And once again, greatly defended by the Hendrickson cornerback there.
Still pretty impressive by Deutsch to make a play, that close with 3 or 4 defenders there.
Well, and that's been the difference tonight is the Lockhart receivers have not been able to get any separation from their defenders, as even on that play, he gave Deutsch such a cushion to start off with that he's able to wait on him. And that's what happens when you're able to push them negative 2 plays in a row.
And Cleveland will keep the ball as he comes around the near side, and he's going to be brought down at the 31-yard line.
And that's the young man whose name you've been calling a few times in the last couple of series, Miles Carter. Once again with the stop.
As we're about to hit the 4-minute mark here in the Old Pal Texas Tavern, 4th and final quarter. Remember, at the conclusion of the game, we'll take a quick timeout. And we will have your Kreitz Market post-game show. We'll have your Kreitz Market offensive players of the game and your Quantum Towing defensive players of the game. And we'll give you our final thoughts of tonight's contest before we head off to next week We still got 3:44 left to go to finish this one out, though. Cleveland in shotgun formation. This time he'll give it to Anderson, who'll go right up the middle and picks up a big first down.
Touchdown saving tackle there.
By Bob Estrada.
Can't have that.
Yeah, that was Bob Estrada with that touchdown saving tackle. Got him by the back of his jersey and just barely brought him down, saving a touchdown. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the Old Pal Texas Tavern fourth quarter. Here at the P Field in Pflugerville, Texas.
You said it correctly.
Field.
It looks like the Hendrickson Hawks is just going to be content and running down as much clock as possible. And Cleveland will hand it off to Anderson, coming around the near side.
Good tackle.
Guess who?
As we got a new.
I'm not even going to look. Who do you think it was?
Actually, that's going to be Artis Duncan.
Was it Scott? I'm just guessing. Let's see. It was Aiden Scott. Scott has proven himself to be a great open field tackler, as he has been the winner of the Defensive Player of the Game 3 weeks running.
They'll switch the play up a little bit as we are 8 seconds in the play clock. Cleveland gets the snap, hands it off over towards the left side to number 20, Duncan once again. And he'll get it out towards the 4-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and 1.
And that was Zarita on the stop. And will be 1 minute and 50 seconds left. As Coach said, points are important in district play because they do come into play as part of a tiebreaker. So I do expect him to probably try to get the points here. You're not just going to kneel it and burn this clock up.
I'll read a comment here in a second at the end of this play. Duncan up the middle. And it looks like he'll get forward progress for a first down. John Paul Juarez, I've seen this a couple of times. If Coach Andrade would have put me in, we would have won 8th grade district. I swear to Dobbs.
And some of you may remember Dobbs Fried Chicken in Lockhart. That was the heyday of chicken.
And it looks like with the first down, no, they're going to be in victory formation.
Victory, all right.
Yeah, victory formation. Great sportsmanship by the Hendrickson Hawks.
Now, if you want to find good chicken in Lockhart, you have to leave Lockhart and go down to Luling, Texas to Rusty Rooster.
Yes.
It's about the only chicken in the county worth my dime anymore, unless you like chicken jerky.
I thought Sonic had chicken.
Well, Whataburger does have chicken.
That's right.
And 40 seconds left to go. They'll put the knee down one more time. And, well, actually, no, they will not. Yeah. They'll have to kneel it one more time as the play clock's at 17. And then that will put a cap on this one.
We got 25 seconds left on the game clock. And that's going to do it.
And your Lockhart Lions fall to the Hendrickson Hawks at homecoming here at the Pflugerville Field, 35-11, and that'll take them to 1-1 in district.
And Pflugerville will go to 2-0 in district.
Say that again.
That's a good start in this tough district. You want to win every one that you can because the tough one, and for Pflugerville, they got 2 tough games coming up.
And with that, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with your Kreitz Market post-game show right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Smoked Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoked Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, 5th-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market, open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
And we are back for the Kreitz Market postgame show right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as the Hendrickson Hawks win in homecoming night 35-11 as the Lockhart Lions will fall to 1-1 in district. The Hendrickson Hawks will go to 2-0. And once again, we are in the Kreitz Market postgame show with myself, Emilio Sarge Juarez, TD Tom Dunn, the coach Amado Galvez, and our guest for tonight's broadcast, Sam Ressler. And QAing for us tonight, Kent Riddle of Kent Riddle Properties, making sure that we sounded good and look good for all you Lockhart Lion fans out there around the world. And for tonight's broadcast, all you Hawk fans that tuned in and watched tonight's broadcast.
And speaking of the Hawks, Sam, it's a victory for the home team. Tell us a little bit about how this feels to have your home team win on homecoming.
Hey, man, it feels good. Thanks for giving me time to just talk about the outcome. It was different.
Okay, you're done talking. No,
No, that
go ahead.
The nostalgia of Sarge's humor will never get old. It feels good playing better against these Lions than we did against the Leander Lions. That game was not pretty at all. It was pretty injury prone all game long for the Hawks, and so it feels good to watch the game and be comfortable until the last 6 minutes. But
and in a tough district, you open up 2-0. You can't ask for anything better than that.
Absolutely. And we got a tough game against Weiss, our crosstown rival, next week. So
tough game, yeah.
Very tough game, and I think you said a little while ago, 72-0 Weiss at Lehman.
Yeah, they are murdering Lehman down there in Hayes.
Yeah, it's Weiss Wolves 79, Lehman Lobo 0, with 5:36 left to go in the fourth quarter.
I thought that was the second quarter.
No, it could have been. And it is a final at Luling Eagles Stadium at homecoming night for the Luling Eagles. Travis Rebels 28, Luling Eagles 0. Hayes Hawks 17, Cedar Creek Eagles 10. That's still in the fourth quarter with 9 left to go. And A&M Consolidated comes up with a big victory at home against the Collins Station Cougars, 34-20. And of course, here at the field, it was the Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks 35, Lockhart Lions 11. And once again, want to welcome everybody to the Kreitz Market postgame show, where we got your Kreitz Market honors, and you got your Kreitz Market offensive player of the game, your Quantum Towing defensive player of the game. And right now we got, I'll let TD introduce it.
Before we get to the players of the game, we're going to recap for this week the good old boys fish and catch of the game. Roll that beautiful bean footage, Sarge.
Here we go.
And tonight's good old boys fish and catch of the game is going to be on your screen right now, and it's going to be a pass from Mabus to none other than Mr. Wesley Abel with the pitch and catch. So Wesley Abel does claim the good old boys fish and catch of the game. Congratulations, Mr. Abel. We look to see you get a lot more of those in the upcoming future. Well, Sarge, you want to talk about the offensive side of the football there?
Okay. The Kreitz Market offensive player of the game is going to be number 78, Joe Johnson. And Joe Johnson had himself a handful of pancakes out there on a lot of the replays that we're watching, that I watched and took good eye of. Joe Johnson did a fantastic job.
He had him a double stack of pancakes a couple times.
And so congratulations to Joe Johnson. You are the Kreitz Market offensive player of the game. Coach, your thoughts on Joe Johnson yourself?
Oh, great job tonight. Excellent job just all over the field. A lot of pancakes, boys. Got a lot of pancakes to eat on the way home. Great job.
Oh, yeah. And TD, your Quantum Towing defensive players of the game.
Yeah, your Quantum Towing defensive players of the game are going to go to number 14, Miguel Portillo, and number 25, Joseph Zarita. Both of them had a handful of tackles on the night. Portillo did a good job with tackles in the open field. And they are your Quantum Towing defensive players of the game.
Coach, your thought on these two gentlemen?
Good job, both of them. Great job.
Now, Miguel Portillo did a good job coming off the edge, and then, complimenting them. Zarita in the middle did a really good job, along with a lot of the other Lions. But they played a tough Hendrickson football team who scores their biggest score, highest total of the year, scoring 35 points. Coming into this game, Hendrickson had scored 14, 21, and 14. I did not expect them to come in here and just run over the Lockhart Lions like they did. But so tough team and a tough night for the Lockhart Lions. We go to 1-1 in district, and the next game is at home there in Lockhart. We'll have homecoming night next week. We'll be broadcasting as normal. We'll also be joining the Ibarra family and others out there for the tailgate before homecoming. So
and he's already laid out the challenge. Anybody wants to go out there and have a competition, take your barbecue pit out there and let's get something going.
I tell you what, I make the best Diablos in the state of Texas, baby.
And real quick, do want to give a shout out to the Pflugerville Hendrickson audio video crew team that helped us, that gave us the video for tonight's broadcast. Olivia Cortez, Luke Nelson, Alyssa Lee, Kate Phillips, Yannick Hukam, Alex Luis, and Amy Lai. So great job by them. Next week, homecoming, as TD mentioned. Tough loss for the Lockhart Lions. Big win for the Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks as they moved to 2-0. Tied atop of the division, the district with College Station A&M. And
Weiss.
And Weiss. Yeah. Weiss coming up with a big victory tonight. So that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. So as for myself, Emilio Sarge-White, TD Tom Dunn, the coach Amato Galvez, and Sam Wrestler, as well as Kent Riddle, I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast. Safe travels home to Lockhart Lion fans. And we'll see you next week with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And always remember, like I always say, you can take the line out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Kent Riddle Properties, Kreitz Market and Quantum Towing. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!